Chapter 10:15. Go out and make a name for yourself. The Scorching Sun sect master looked at the heavy gold coins, and then at Xiao Changtian. Why was this completely different from what he had imagined? Why did Senior give him gold coins? Why didn't Senior give him Ultraman? Xiao Changtian understood what was going on when he saw the Scorching Sun sect master's expression. After all, he was the sect leader of a sect. 5,000 gold coins was probably nothing to him. Perhaps he had spent 50,000 gold coins to build this place. In this way, it seemed that he had given too little. Leader of the Scorching Sun sect, don't get too excited. This 5,000 gold coins is your deposit. I'll give you more later. The key was that Xiao Changtian could not take out so many at once. Therefore, this matter could only be delayed. Alright then. Although the Scorching Sun sect master was very disappointed, he could only nod at Xiao Changtian. How could that damned sect master of the Starry Sky sect be so lucky? Xiao Changtian returned to his courtyard after he finished reading. As soon as he entered the courtyard, he saw the white tiger sunbathing on the back of the black tortoise. The Qilin and the Taotai were muttering something. Cough, cough. All of you come here. Xiao Changtian coughed violently as he looked at the beasts who were so relaxed. Hiss, what is master trying to do? That's right. Why does it look like something's wrong? We didn't do anything bad, right? Finally, the few beasts slowly stood in a row. The few of you have been staying here every day without rushing anything, so I've decided to set you free. Xiao Changtian looked at these demonic beasts and said seriously, Senior, what's wrong with you? Why did he suddenly set them free? At this moment, Feng Ling walked over and asked Xiao Changtian in surprise. Why did Senior make such a big decision the moment he returned? Linger, you don't have to worry about this matter. Anyway, I've already decided. This way you can rest. I can help out at the Glorious Star restaurant. Anyway, these animals had already grown into adults, so they did not need to be taken care of so carefully. It was time for them to go out and roam the world. Woo. However, when the immortal beasts heard Xiao Changshan's words, they cried out in grievance. We haven't done anything bad recently. That's right. We didn't do anything bad at all. Why are you chasing us away? The white tiger and the other beasts looked at Xiao Changtian with grievance. Don't look at me like that. You're all grown up. You can't just stay here and wait for death. It's time to make a name for yourself. These few cats and dogs of his did not look like strong demon beasts. However, they were much stronger than ordinary cows, sheep, chickens, and horses. If the few of them could occupy this back mountain, then the Glorious Star restaurant would not have to worry about supplies in the future. Anyway, Xiao Changtian didn't have much money now. It was very tiring to provide for them. Master, what is the meaning of this? Hiss. I feel that Master thinks that we're too leisurely here, so he wants us to make some achievements. The black tortoise slowly looked at the beast Dao. Make some achievements. So that's what Master meant. It seems that Master doesn't have no expectations of us. Upon hearing this, the few beasts were excited. It seemed that Master was going to test their strength. Then they had to perform well. Oh right, other than the turtle, the rest of you should hurry up and leave. Xiao Changtian wasn't too confident in them. Therefore, he asked the system to monitor their health at all times. He could still save them. As for that turtle, it was slow and looked so old. It was obvious that he was useless. It was better not to let him torment her like this. Uncle Black Tortoise, it seems that Master has other intentions for keeping you. That's right. I really envy you. Ha. You don't have to envy me. When you reach a higher realm than me, Master will naturally let you stay. The Black Tortoise enjoyed the praise of the other immortal beasts. Xiao Changtian turned to look at Feng Ling, after giving his orders to the immortal beasts. Ling you can work in Xinghua restaurant in the future. If it really doesn't work, you can go back. Xiao Changtian didn't really want Feng Ling to go back. It was because if Feng Ling didn't go to Glorious Star restaurant, he wouldn't have much money to pay her. Senior, don't worry. I will definitely go to the Glorious Star restaurant. On the other side in the demon realm, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame finally woke up slowly. Cough. Demon God, I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Hiss Mo Yen, don't get too excited. In your current situation, it's not suitable for you to speak at all. Who would have thought that Sacred Lord Demonic Flame would actually be so angry that she suffered internal injuries? If it wasn't for the Saintess' timely rescue, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's cultivation might have been severely damaged. Cough, cough. With our current strength, it's too difficult for us to last for a month. However, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame didn't care. Thinking of Xiao Changtian, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame felt a dull pain in his chest. We have to contact Senior Brother. In the end, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame said this before fainting again. Senior Brother? Contact Senior Brother? Do we really have to contact Senior Brother? The demonic god Saintess didn't notice that Sacred Lord Demonic Flame fainted again. She just frowned and muttered, "Hey, Demonic Flame, Demonic Flame." On the other side, Xiao Changtian was sitting in his courtyard with a long face. It was not because of anything else, but because of the gold coin. Initially, he thought that he could use the money earned from the Starry Grace restaurant to pay the Scorching Sun sect master. Who knew that when Xiao Changtian went to investigate today, he was so scared that he almost fell to the ground. He had never thought that the old Bai Wansha would say that they would have to fork out half of the money for the construction of the Glorious Star Tower. However, Glorious Star Tower could not afford to take out so many at once. Therefore, he went to the trading company to borrow a few million. Uncle Wanshou, why are you so muddle-headed? Xiao Changtian sighed helplessly. Now he had to bear half of the millions. Where could she steal it for him? What a sin! However, at this moment, a huge piece of paper suddenly slapped Xiao Changshan's face. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1016, Master's Battle Robe 1. What the hell is this thing? This sudden thing startled Xiao Changtian. As long as you have a dream and dare to fight for it, 1,000,000 gold coins is not a dream. Xiao Changtian was stunned when he saw the flyer. For this operation, as long as you stay in the mercenary group for a day, regardless of whether you find anything, you will be rewarded with 100,000 gold coins. If you find the item, you'll get a reward of 1,000,000 gold coins. In addition, you'll get a cultivation technique in pills. Xiao Changshan's eyes lit up when he read the last part. I didn't expect such a good thing. Gold coins. If he could get 100,000 yuan a day in there, he would be able to pay off his debts in less than half a month. Xiao Changtian thought happily in his heart. Ding! The system reminded the host to hurry up and find the spirit tree seed. Don't waste time on such things. F*CK. You still have the nerve to remind me. If it weren't for this stupid system, would I have fallen to this state? When Xiao Changtian heard the system's voice, an inexplicable anger rose in his heart. This system could not do anything except to scam people. The system seemed to know that Xiao Changtian was going to go this time, so the bathroom didn't say anything. There will definitely be many cultivators signing up for such a good thing. However, although those cultivators are all stronger than me, I'm not afraid of them. However, he definitely doesn't have as many survival skills as I do. It seemed to say that they were going to the largest mountain range in the Jade Lake Sacred World, the Lingyu Mountain Range. That place was also a place that ate people without spitting out bones. Moreover, the mountain range was very long, spanning tens of millions of kilometers. Therefore, the danger inside was self-evident. However, this wasn't a problem for Xiao Changtian, who had a lot of outdoor experience. After all, he didn't expect to find what they were looking for. As long as he could survive in the mercenary group for a day, he would have 100,000 gold coins. This was simply a good thing that fell from the sky. Jade Nether Kingdom registration? Well, set off today. Without further ado, Xiao Changtian immediately went into the house to pack his luggage. At this moment, not far away from the small courtyard, the white tiger and the other two beasts transformed into their human forms. Hee, how is it? Do I look like my master in this outfit? The white tiger was dressed in white, and his handsome face was not inferior to Xiao Changshan's. Ha ha ha, brother, who you look so alike. He really had the temperament of an expert. But Brother Tiger, look at me. Pai Xiu was wearing a mink fur coat, looking like an arrogant and despotic noble son. Not bad, not bad. You have a really good temperament. Brother Hu Pai Xiu, stop praising each other. Give me some ideas, I don't have any clothes to wear. Who knew that Qilin would look at the two of them helplessly with his two big buttocks naked? Damn Qilin, you've been cultivating for so long. Could it be that he couldn't even transform into clothes? Pai Xiu looked at Qilin's two big buttocks with disdain. Oh, there's been an accident. I really can't do it for the next few days. Come and save me. How can I go out like this? Sigh. I really do have a set of clothes here. At this moment, White Tiger looked at the two of them and said, but this time you're lucky. I secretly took this from my master's room. Then, White Tiger took out a bright red Wangzai suit. However, before he could finish, he took out a pair of embroidered pea shoes. Sigh, this set is simply too handsome. Ever since I took it out, I couldn't bear to wear it. This time, you're really lucky. The White Tiger looked at the suit with reluctance. D*MN, you actually stole Master's clothes. D*MN, should I say it or not? Master is indeed master. These clothes are simply too handsome. Pai Xiu, who was at the side, looked at this outfit, and was so envious that he couldn't take his eyes off it. If only he was the one who was naked in the beginning. This way, he would be able to have his master's battle robe. Thank you, Brother Tiger. Thank you, Brother Tiger. Qilin did not expect that he would actually obtain such a battle robe. He was simply too handsome. Look, Master had such good taste. Even the Qilin looked so handsome in it. This really made the two of them very envious. Alright, stop talking nonsense. Since Master wants us to make a name for ourselves, then he'll go and recruit the demon beasts in the royal palace. Pai Xiu nodded at the two beasts. Alright, in that case, he'll go and recruit the various sections. The White Tiger also had a goal. I can only go and collect monsters. The two of them had picked all that they could pick, and the rest could only go to the jungle. Alright, shall we go our separate ways now? After saying that, the White Tiger and Pai Xiu disappeared. Which jungle should I start from? After thinking for a moment, Qilin finally set his eyes on a direction. Let's start from the Lingyu mountain range. After saying that, he turned into a red light and rushed out. After Xiao Changtian finished his preparations, he immediately set off. Not only did he take away enough field equipment, but he also painted his face in camouflage. Our professionalism is comparable to Master Bei on Earth. At that time, he would definitely be able to earn 1.8 million. After Xiao Changtian finished speaking, he walked towards the Jade Nether Kingdom excitedly. On the other side, the people of the Dark Void sect, who were heading to Star Town, suddenly saw a figure walking around on the road. Impossible. I'm not infallible. I'll definitely be able to wait for that expert. That's right. The person who was circling the road now was none other than Patriarch Effulgent, who was still unwilling to believe the truth. Forefather Effulgent. When Third Master saw this figure, his eyes narrowed fiercely. He would not act so easily this time. F***CK. The people from the Dark Void sect. When he saw Third Master, Forefather Mingyao completely recovered from his shock. Then he disappeared in a flash. That day, Third Master's terrifying methods were still vivid in his mind. This also caused Patriarch Effulgent to come back to his senses from his world. TSK, I didn't expect you to be so timid. Third Master looked disdainfully at the retreating figure of old Master Ming Yao, and snorted coldly. If not for the fact that they had something important to do, he would definitely go down and tease Patriarch Effulgent. Father, Third Uncle, Stellar Town is not far ahead. Let's hurry up and prepare to land. Because of the previous incident, the Dark Void sect's sect master decided to bring Bai Sujia to personally apologize. Moreover, he had to ask Senior if he was willing to cooperate with their Dark Void sect. For the sake of this opportunity, the Dark Void sect's sect master did not hesitate to offend that terrifying demon race. Jejia, I hope you won't be willful this time. Then they quickened their pace. Chapter 1017. Visiting an Expert 1. In Starlight Town in Glorious Star Tower, the Scorching Sun sect's sect master had successfully infiltrated the Glorious Star Tower with his thick skin. I wonder when Senior will give me Ultraman. Looking outside the glorious star tower, the Scorching Sun Sect Master pondered. At this moment, the Scorching Sun Sect Master suddenly saw a few figures in the distance. D*MN, people from the Dark Void Sect. The Scorching Sun Sect Master didn't pay much attention to it at first, but when he took a closer look, he was shocked by the figures. How did the people of the Dark Void Sect come to this place? The Scorching Sun Sect Master was very afraid. He hurried to the door. No, I'm embarrassing Senior by acting like this. I have to act more like it. Then, the Scorching Sun Sect Master stood at the entrance of the Glorious Star restaurant with a serious face. Hey, waiter, do you know where your boss is now? The third master walked over and asked as soon as the Scorching Sun Sect Master stood up. Waiter. The leader of the Scorching Sun Sect laughed at third master's words. Why did he look like a waiter when he was so handsome? This person from the Dark Void Sect was too rude. Haha, I'm sorry. I'm the sect master of the Dark Void Sect. How should I address you? Seeing the Scorching Sun Sect Master's reaction, the Dark Void Sect Master immediately stood up and said with a smile, Senior, you can't easily offend people from this place. If they made Senior unhappy, they would definitely be in trouble. Ahem, I'm the leader of the Scorching Sun Sect. Although the Scorching Sun Sect's sect leader looked calm on the surface, he was screaming in his heart. The person in front of him was the sect master of the Dark Void Sect. The sect master of the Dark Void Sect. That terrifying existence. Now that he was actually standing in front of him, it would be a lie to say that he was not nervous. It's just a small sect. Big brother, let's find Senior first. There's no need to be so nervous now, right? Third master said helplessly. The sect master of such a small sect was not worth their time at all. Hee, if you want to find Senior, you'll probably have to go through me first. The leader of the Scorching Sun Sect finally understood that these people were afraid of him and came to find him. However, one of them was really arrogant. He definitely wouldn't let them see Senior so easily. Oh, don't you know what your relationship with Senior is? The Dark Void Sect Master knew that no one in this place could be underestimated. The third master was also stunned when he heard the words of the Scorching Sun Sect Master. He didn't expect to be careless this time. To tell you the truth, Senior and I are naturally good friends. My son can be considered half a disciple of Senior. The Scorching Sun Sect Master glanced at them and said slowly, wouldn't they be scared to death if he said that? Even if they were from the Dark Void Sect, so what? When it came to Senior, there was not even trash left. Hiss. He was actually good friends with Senior. Your son is Senior's disciple. Hearing the Scorching Sun Sect leader's words, the people from the Dark Void Sect gasped. Third Master's face was filled with fear. He had almost offended such a big shot. Damn it. Then, Scorching Sun Sect Master, could you please introduce us to a Senior? Then, the Dark Void Sect Master looked at the Scorching Sun Sect Master fawningly. Oh, of course. Please wait a moment. Xiao Lu Xiao Wang, hurry back to the Dark Void Sect and send hundreds of artifacts and elixirs to the Scorching Sun Sect. Hearing that, the Scorching Sun Sect Master was overjoyed. He didn't expect the title to be so useful. Wait a minute, Sect Master of the Dark Void Sect. The situation is too small. The Scorching Sun Sect Master was very happy to hear the news. However, he wouldn't use the name of a Senior to take other people's things. That thing is just a pile of trash to us. You don't have to send it to me. I won't use that trash. The Scorching Sun Sect Master felt that it was too cool to act cool like this. Hiss, I didn't expect you to have such a big plan. After hearing the words of the Scorching Sun Sect Master, the people of the Dark Void Sect were all shocked. They did not expect that the things they wanted to give him would all become trash in his mouth. No wonder this person had become a friend of Senior. With his situation, they would not be able to cultivate for long. However, you came at the wrong time this time. Senior just went out to travel, and probably won't be back for a while. The Scorching Sun Sect Master did not know why Xiao Changtian was dressed so strangely. However, these people probably wouldn't be able to see Xiao Changtian for a while. Sigh, I didn't expect that we would be a step too late. Big brother, why don't we stay here and wait for Senior? At the same time, I can help you share some of the burden of Xinghua building. At this moment, Third Master looked at the sect master of the Dark Void sect and suggested. It wasn't because of anything else. It was because he saw the 3 big words Glorious Star Restaurant written by Xiao Changtian when he looked up. He could feel that this word contained a very, very terrifying power. It was a power that even he, a Saint Emperor, could not contend with. Then the few of them checked into the Glorious Star Tower. This scene shocked the people of the secret pavilion. Pavilion Master, should we go and meet the people from the Dark Void sect? After the great elder of the secret pavilion learned of this news, he came inside to report. No need. Since they were able to smoothly move into the Glorious Star Tower, it means that Senior must have his own plans. On the other side, Xiao Changtian had finally arrived at the Jade Nether Kingdom after a long journey. A gold coin am here. Stop. What are you? Just as Xiao Changtian was about to enter the Jade Nether Kingdom, he was stopped. Because Xiao Changshan's body was too suspicious. Especially the camouflage on his face, which made him look even more comical. Ahaha, I'm not a bad person. I'm only going to join the mercenary group. Xiao Changtian looked at these people and helplessly explained. Do these bunch of dogs know what's called professionalism? Forget it. Let's go in. Looking at Xiao Changshan's expression, the guard could only shake his head helplessly. It seemed that another mortal who was not afraid of death had arrived. At this moment, the Divine Feather Sect's Patriarch Yao Lin, and Xiao Changtian brushed past each other. However, they didn't care about Xiao Changtian at all. In order to please that expert, I brought quite a number of artifacts this time. Who isn't? This time, I'm very well prepared. I believe that expert will definitely be won over by us. That's right. The 2 of them were going to the Starry Sky sect to meet Master Wanshou. Chapter 10:18. A life in exchange for 100,000 gold coins 1. Within the Jade Underworld Kingdom, Xiao Changtian followed the instructions in the flyer and finally found the place where the mercenary group was registered. A lot of gold coins. I'm coming. Xiao Changtian walked over with an imposing manner. Hey. That old man in front, I was talking to you. What are you doing? Just as Xiao Changtian walked in, a voice came from the front. What? Me? At first, Xiao Changtian wasn't sure if he was the one who called him, until that person walked up to him. It's you. Why are you dressed so strangely? What are you doing here? The man sized up Xiao Changtian and asked helplessly. I'm here to sign up for a mercenary group. What is it? You. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the man's mouth opened wide in shock. That's me. I'm not an old man. I have a lot of experience. This time, Xiao Changtian had to report his name no matter what. No, you didn't look at our conditions, did you? We asked for cultivators. So why would a mortal like you join in the fun? He seemed to have forgotten about this. Xiao Changtian looked at that person and was stunned. However, he took a deep breath and took out a bag of gold coins from his pocket. Brother, you also know that the world is not easy now. Please make an exception. This was Xiao Changshan's last bit of savings. It's not that I don't agree, but you know that it's not up to standard at all. Xiao Changtian took out another bag. Brother, you can't do that. Quickly take it back. Brother, you should understand that it's not easy for me. I only have this much. Please make an exception. Looking at that person, Xiao Changtian really took out his last bit of savings. It wasn't much, about 200 gold coins. Using these 200 gold coins to exchange for that 100,000 gold coins was worth it no matter what. No brother, that's not what I meant. Look, there are so many people watching. Why don't you give it to me secretly? The man looked around helplessly. After making sure that no one was paying attention to him, he secretly turned around and stuffed the gold coins into his pocket. Brother, I know. In that case, come with me to fill in the information and get the things. That person could understand how difficult it was for this mortal. This mortal probably knew that he was dying, so he wanted to leave some gold coins for his family. In the current world, there were not many good people like this. I hope this brother can last a little longer. Although all the people who went this time were cultivators above Saint Venerable, there were also a few mortals like Xiao Changtian. After that, Xiao Changtian followed the person to fill in the form, received the token, and waited for the notice to set off. It was said that this mission seemed to be to reconstruct the body of the sect master of a large sect. Let him be resurrected. This was the first time that he had heard of such a situation. Thus, Xiao Changtian could not help but sigh again. These cultivators were really powerful. At this moment in the demon race, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame finally woke up. Demonic Flame, how does it feel? Are you feeling better? The demonic god Saintess immediately looked over. Cough cough, I feel that I'm already a little better than before. Demon god, we can't push this matter any further. I can feel that if we don't summon senior brother now, I'm afraid that we really won't be able to hold on for the next 3 months. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the demonic divine maiden with a serious expression. He was still thinking about this when he was unconscious. Furthermore, these 3 months were the most crucial for the demon masters. If anything happened during these 3 months, the two of them would be dead for sure. Mo Yen, don't worry about this. When you were unconscious, I had already prepared everything. As long as you set up the array now, I believe that our senior brother will hear our call soon. One had to know that the Jade Lake Sacred World did not only have one continent. Their senior brother was in a huge space far away from their current continent. That space was much larger than the current continent. Not only that, but every person there was stronger than the people on this continent. Ordinary cultivators didn't know about this at all. Only those experts who had reached a certain level of strength would have the chance to know. And those experts only knew about it. That was because there was no way to enter and exit that space, and the continent they were on now. Unless they were very powerful, and could tear the void. Only then could they leave that powerful place. Coincidentally, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, and the demonic god Saintess senior brother were in that space. And the demon master used to be a tyrant in that space. However, due to the heavy injuries, he was forced to curl up on this continent to recuperate. The demonic flame Sacred Lord, and the demonic god Saintess wanted to occupy the entire continent to heal the demon lord. They did not expect someone to come out of nowhere and ruin their plans. It's fine. With my current strength, I still have the energy to summon senior brother. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame stood up and followed the demonic god Saintess out. On the other side, Xiao Changtian was assigned to a few mortals. Oh my, looks like the temptation of 100,000 gold coins is so great that so many people have come. Xiao Changtian sighed as he looked at the crowd. Other than those mortals, the rest of the cultivators did not even look at him. Hey brother, you're also in trouble at home. At this moment, a young man walked over and asked Xiao Changtian. Sai, that's right. If it weren't for the fact that I really couldn't afford so many gold coins, I wouldn't have come here. I didn't expect that we're all suffering. In a short while, Xiao Changtian was fighting with these mortals. The group of people sitting not far away looked at Xiao Changshan's group and let out a laugh. I didn't expect these mortals to have such big hearts. I'll see if they can last until the next day after they enter. Brotherly, these mortals still want to last until the second day? Ha ha ha, what a joke. That's right. Even we are very afraid of the danger inside. I think it will be difficult for them to last until the next day. They looked at Xiao Changtian and shook their heads. To put it bluntly, people like Xiao Changtian exchanged their lives for 100,000 gold coins. However, it was different for cultivators like them. They were going for the final reward. These cultivators were not only from the large sects, but also powerful cultivators from society. It could be said that each of them was very powerful. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 10:19. Could it be that the Demon Lord has awakened? 1. There were a total of 30 people heading to the Lingyu mountain range this time. Including Xiao Changtian, there were a total of 5 mortals. Therefore, these 5 people were not liked by others. However, the others did not take them seriously. The next morning they set off. The mission this time was to find 3 sacred herbs and 1 immortal ginseng. Therefore, other than gold coins, there were also other rewards that were very generous. Because of the teleportation, these people quickly arrived at the Lingyu mountain range. Alright everyone, I'll send you all here. Remember to come and register with me if you find anything after you come out. The leader looked at the people present and said slowly, Alright, let's go in. Then, Xiao Changtian and the others walked in without looking back. I wonder how many people are left this time. Ha ha ha, it looks like it's going to be difficult. After all, last time, we only managed to bring back a single medicinal plant, and more than half of them were killed. This time there were several mortals in the team. Those mortals are really pitiful. When the time comes, we can just give their families 100,000 gold coins and send them away. After Xiao Changtian and the others entered, the person in charge of the mercenary group discussed. The group of people who entered quickly shook off Xiao Changtian and the others. Brother Xiao, we have to hurry up and keep up with that group of people. Otherwise, we really won't be able to last the next day in here. Seeing that the group of people had disappeared without a trace, the people following Xiao Changtian became very anxious. They actually wanted to hide here for a few more days. However, with their strength, it would be very difficult for them to survive in there for a few days. Actually, I feel that we can survive without their protection. Xiao Changtian was very confident in his survival experience in the wild. He really believed that even if they didn't follow those cultivators, they would still have a chance to survive. Brother Xiao, it's already this time. Don't force yourself. That's right, that's right. If we don't follow those people, we won't be able to survive at all. That's right. The demon beasts inside are so terrifying. How can people like us deal with them? After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, these people hurriedly advised. It was obvious that Xiao Changtian didn't understand the market of this industry. No, I'm telling the truth. I'm really experienced in this area. Believe me, follow me. You won't die. Xiao Changtian felt helpless. Wasn't he just a little weaker? Brother Xiao, since you're so stubborn, we can only leave first. It's not that we don't believe you, but that it's too dangerous inside. That's right, Brother Xiao. Sometimes you really can't belittle yourself too much. They looked at Xiao Changtian helplessly. He was just a mortal. Even if he had more experience, it was impossible for him to survive alone in the Lingyu mountain range. Although they were the same kind of people, since Xiao Changtian didn't want to live, they had no choice. Hey, no, look at how professional I am. Why don't you believe me? Xiao Changtian was speechless as he watched these people leave. He really had the ability to kill all the wild beasts here. Forget it. Although they feel that those cultivators are more powerful, let them be. Xiao Changtian had a premonition that those cultivators would definitely not help mortals like them. Therefore, following those cultivators would not increase their chances of survival. At this moment, Qilin, who was wearing tight-fitting clothes, stood on a mountain peak and looked into the distance. After a few days of hard work, he had successfully subdued several mountains. Presumably, in a few days, the entire Lingyu mountain range would be his world. Damn it, there's no one in charge of the Lingyu mountain range, and I have to personally take them back one by one. So annoying. Looking at the remaining mountains, Qilin felt a slight headache. Forget it. Since this is what Master requested, I'll continue to do it. Then he disappeared. At that moment, within the demon race, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, Demon God Saintus, and many other sacred lords and saintesses had gathered in the square of the demon race. Everyone, there must be no mistakes in summoning my senior brother this time. All of you have to use all your strength. That's right. Everyone, as long as we can survive these 3 months and wait for the demon lord to wake up, everything will be fine. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame and the demonic god Saintus looked at the demon race people and said firmly, For the demon lord, it's my duty. For the demon lord, it's my duty. For the demon lord, it's my duty. Then, all of them stood on the array. Because that space was different from this continent, they had to spend a lot of effort to contact his senior brother. That was why Sacred Lord Demonic Flame and the demonic god Saintus had gathered so many demons to work together. Buzz! After everyone returned to their positions, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame kept forming hand seals and muttering something. After a while, the entire array was finally activated. Ha ha ha. Senior brother, hurry up and hear my call. Come back and let that human die a horrible death. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's face was filled with excitement when she saw that the array formation had finally begun to operate. However, at this moment, the light emitted by the array formation suddenly gradually weakened. How? What happened? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, who sensed that something was wrong, was shocked. Not good, my power is not enough, Demonic Flame. We seem to have called too few people. The demon god Saintus felt that their abilities were gradually weakening. Everyone present, use your magic power to the death. As long as you can successfully summon this time, you can choose whatever you want in the demon race's treasure vault. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame shouted, because if they were to change players now it would be too late. You can choose anything from the treasure vault. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. The demon who heard this increased his magic power again. At this moment, Senior Brother Devil Flame, who was far away in another space, finally felt their power. Is the Demonic Flame demon god summoning me back? Could it be that the demon lord has awakened? After so many years, there was finally news from that place. The man looked at the sky and waved his hand. I still have things to do here. I'll go back personally in 2 days. Everyone in the array heard this. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame jumped up in excitement. Ha ha ha. The helper was here. Xiao Changtian, let's see how long you can still jump around. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1020. This is the effect I want 1. In the Lingyu mountain range, Xiao Changtian walked for a long time and finally found a flat place. Let's set up camp here today. Why is it so dark? If a wild beast comes out at night, it won't be easy to see it. Not long after, Xiao Changtian started a fire in this place. Hiss! Who is it? Which bastard dared to set fire to my cave entrance? At this moment, the python that was sleeping underground suddenly opened its eyes. Fortunately, he had more than one hole. Then the giant python crawled out fiercely. All right. How dare a human be so arrogant? You set fire to my house. The giant python was not an ordinary ferocious beast. Its strength had reached the sacred sovereign realm. Just as it was about to enter seclusion, it was interrupted by this human. No matter what, he had to teach this human a lesson. However, Xiao Changtian was sitting in front of the bonfire and thinking, so he didn't notice the python in the distance. The giant python slowly walked behind Xiao Changtian. Crack! Then without hesitation he bit down on Xiao Changtian. Yes, this gave Xiao Changtian a fright. What happened? Why is it so hard? However, the python that bit Xiao Changtian was stunned. He had only taken a bite, but he felt as if his teeth were about to be broken by the human in front of him. Not only that, he could not release the poison in his body. It's over. This time we've met a tough opponent. Hee hee. I didn't expect this dinner to come knocking on my door. Xiao Changtian looked at the python biting him, but there was no fear in his eyes. Instead, he looked at it with interest. Fortunately, I drew a divine level defense last time. Otherwise, I would have given you a little snake to eat this time. Hee hee, but you're unlucky this time. Since you met me, don't even think about going back. Immediately, Xiao Changtian grabbed the python's head with one hand and stabbed it with his other hand. Aya, although I stored a lot of meat before, it's not as delicious as this fresh meat. Xiao Changtian didn't say anything. After he finished processing the snake meat, he put it on the fire and roasted it. System, can you help me check where the thing I'm looking for is? Xiao Changtian chatted with the system as he ate. Ding! I need to pay spiritual crystal points. Does the host still need it? Alright, there's no need. You can leave. Xiao Changtian knew that the system was trying to trick him, but he didn't buy it this time. Wasn't it just a few medicinal herbs? He would definitely be able to find it without the system. The next day, After Xiao Changtian finished packing, he left early. He had to hurry up and find all those medicinal herbs. After all, he still had his own things to do. Just as Xiao Changtian left, the other 25 cultivators slowly walked over. Brotherly, someone stayed here yesterday. Look, the fire hasn't gone out yet. Looking at the camp that Xiao Changtian had left behind, the 25 of them were very surprised. It was not because of anything else, but because they had encountered a Saint King level demon beast last night. Even if the 25 of them attacked together, they would still be able to deal with such a demon beast for an entire night. They had not rested for the entire night. How could he not be surprised to see such a scene? Hiss! There was the corpse of a sacred sovereign giant snake here. At this moment, someone suddenly exclaimed, "Sacred sovereign snake corpse. It seems that other than us, there are other cultivators here." The corpse of a sacred sovereign snake did not surprise the people present too much. This was because demonic beasts of this level were extremely common in the Lingyu mountain range. However, if we can meet that person, it's better to be on good terms. After all, this place is too dangerous. These people did not stay in this place for long. After resting for a while, they all left. Just as they left, the 4 mortals behind them walked over. Looks like we still haven't caught up to them. Sigh. The main thing is that last night was really too dangerous. If we don't stop, we will definitely be eaten by those demon beasts. These people had almost caught up with the cultivators in front last night. However, the sudden appearance of the demonic beast forced them to retreat. Hey, this seems to be a piece of Brother Xiao's clothes. At this moment someone shouted, "What is it? The shards on Brother Xiao's clothes? Why are you here?" These people were instantly attracted over. When they saw the shard of the white robe, they were all stunned. Sigh, I told him to follow us, but he refused to listen. The few of them looked at the fragments, and then at the python's corpse beside them. They instantly knew what was going on. The group of cultivators must have seen Xiao Changtian being swallowed by the python. Therefore, those cultivators killed this terrifying python. Sigh, poor Brother Xiao. If you had followed us, you might have been able to live a few more days. That's right. If we had known earlier, we would have persuaded you more. Hey brothers, let's not be too sad. Since Brother Xiao is already like this, there's no point in us being sad. That's right. Let's hurry up and catch up to those cultivators. After burying Xiao Changshan's clothes, they sighed and left. Xiao Changtian sneezed violently. Could it be that someone is cursing me again? At this moment in the demon realm, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at the people below and asked, "Has the news been released?" Reporting to Lord Mo Yen, the news has long been released. Although they didn't know what was happening on Xiao Changshan's side, the people from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets were panicking. Ha ha ha. Very good, this was the effect he wanted. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was overjoyed, because after he had summoned his senior brother that time, he had gotten someone to release the news. Their demon race would have to ask for help from the god-devouring world. His action was to intimidate Xiao Changtian, and let him know that the demon race was not to be trifled with. Saint 1, Saint 2. You two take a few saintesses, and quietly observe Xiao Changshan's movements. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame thought for a moment, and decided to check on Xiao Changtian. Remember, don't alert the enemy this time. That was because they were probably discussing a plan right now. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame thought of Xiao Changshan's flustered expression after hearing the news. He was happy from the bottom of his heart. Xiao Changtian had such a day. Ha ha ha. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1021 Blackfish 1. On the other side, Xiao Changtian sneezed again. F***CK. Which bastard is talking about me? I wish him a full night of pulling. Xiao Changtian continued to walk forward after he finished cursing. At this moment, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, who was having a heated discussion with the other demons, suddenly had a rumbling sound in her stomach. Not good. Why does my stomach suddenly hurt so much? Then, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame rushed to the toilet. What happened to Lord Mo Yen? The rest of the people looked at Sacred Lord Demonic Flame, who had suddenly run away in confusion. At that moment, Xiao Changtian walked to a huge river. It seems that we have to cross this river to reach the other side. Looking at such a rapid river, Xiao Changtian was a little embarrassed, although he was very experienced. However, this river looked like it could drown people. If he went down, he might be washed away. Roar! After Xiao Changtian stood by the river for a quarter of an hour, he suddenly heard a roar from behind. D*MN. This is really a case of a leaky house meeting a rainy night. Why? I haven't even thought about it properly, and a big tiger has come. Xiao Changtian was a little scared when he saw the big tiger suddenly appear behind him, although he might be able to deal with this big tiger if he used all his strength. However, he was now in the mercenary group, so he could not let anything happen to him. Forget it. The chances of survival are not high if you jump down. The chances of being bitten to death here are also very high. Xiao Changtian jumped down before the tiger could react. Damn it. This continued. I haven't even eaten a mouthful of hot food. Seeing Xiao Changtian jump down, the big tiger turned around and left. Xiao Changtian, who had jumped down, immediately stood up. Damn it, you scared me to death. After all this time, the river water only reached his waist. Xiao Changtian, who jumped down, looked at the river under his feet helplessly. If he had known earlier, he would have come down earlier. He had wasted so much time. Crash! Crash! Just as Xiao Changtian was walking forward, he suddenly felt a pain in his leg. Hiss! A little fish actually dared to bite me. I couldn't deal with the big tiger just now, but now you're just a little dead fish. Then, Xiao Changtian grabbed the black fish that was biting his calf and lifted it up. Bang! Xiao Changtian crushed the black fish without saying anything. Hiss! This is simply too terrifying. On the riverbank, the tiger that had just left turned around and saw this scene. Fortunately, I ran away quickly just now. Otherwise, I would have ended up like that fish. When Tiger reacted, he ran to the other side without turning back. Stop! However, just as the tiger ran out, it was stopped by a voice. I told you to stop. Are you deaf? Before the big tiger could react, he saw Qilin standing in front of him in tight-fitting clothes. Big. Sir, may I know your name? What did you call me for? Tiger looked at the person in front of him and was about to cry. He did not know why he was so unlucky today. He had just met such a terrifying human and had finally escaped. Now such a terrifying adult had come. At a glance, this lord looked like a top-notch demonic beast that had transformed into a human. That was why he couldn't afford to offend them. Didn't you hear me calling you just now? You're dawdling. Qilin rolled his eyes at him. Big. Sir, just now. It's me, it's not me. It's not because you're too powerful that I'm afraid, and don't know what to do for a moment. The tiger trembled as he looked at the Qilin in front of him. He did not understand what this lord was trying to do. Alright, stop explaining. Let me ask you a question. Who is the most powerful person on your mountain? Finally, Qilin waved his hand impatiently. The most powerful. Thinking of how the human had crushed the black fish with one palm, the tiger was scared witless. That dark fish was not an ordinary dark fish. If it was before, the white tiger could confidently say that the black fish was the most powerful creature on this mountain. Not to mention this mountain, even if it was connected to the several mountains in front, it could be said that Heiyu was the most powerful. Heiyu's strength had even reached the level of a Saint King. Most importantly, there was more than one Saint King level black fish in the river. There were even more than a tiger could count. Therefore, before this, Tiger had always thought that the black fish was the most powerful creature in this area. TSK, why are you so slow? Hurry up and say who it is. Qilin looked impatiently at the dazed tiger. This fellow, if he didn't want to make a move now, he would have slapped him long ago. Yes, it was the human who went into the river just now. The tiger was so scared that he quickly mentioned Xiao Changtian. Human. Damn it, he still dared to lie to me at this time. After saying that, Qilin wanted to slap the tiger's head. No. Which human is it? That human had just crushed the dark fish with a single palm. He was really the best in this place. Tiger was about to cry. He really wasn't lying this time. Don't think that I don't know that normally no one would enter your Lingyu mountain range, let alone become the most powerful person in this place. The Qilin had done a very thorough investigation back then, so he was like a fish in water in this Lingyu mountain range. But now, this guy actually said that the most powerful one was a human. He could not believe it no matter what. My lord, if you don't believe me, I'll take you there. The tiger quickly said. That person should still be in the river. I'll trust you for now. The Qilin snorted at him and followed him towards the river. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was dealing with those black fishes. After killing a fish, he wanted to walk to the other side of the shore. Who would have thought that after taking a few steps, a large group of black fish would actually walk over? It looked like he was here to avenge the black fish. However, even though there were so many black fish, Xiao Changtian still did not take it to heart. To Xiao Changtian, these fish were nothing more than a pile of harmless food. Therefore, Xiao Changtian used both his hands and feet to quickly deal with all these black fish. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1022. Hidden Red King, 1. Within the Lingyu mountain range. Not long after Xiao Changtian left, the tiger came with the Kirin. Big. Sir, that person was still here just now. Why is he gone now? When the tiger saw that Xiao Changtian had disappeared, panic appeared on his face. Are you kidding me? Seeing that no one was there, Qilin was a little angry. This tiger was simply wasting his time. He did not expect to be played by a little tiger. Sir, don't do anything first. Don't do anything. Look over there. At this moment, Tiger hurriedly pointed at the other side of the river. Seeing that Qilin wanted to attack him, the tiger was even more afraid. Because on the other side of the river were the black fishes that Xiao Changtian had just killed. Oh, I'll go take a look. Then, Qilin walked in front of the dead black fish. I didn't expect that human to actually have some ability. So many Saint Ruler black fishes died at his hands. In an instant, Qilin's face revealed a solemn expression. What is this human trying to do? Could it be that he wanted to snatch the position of the overlord of the Lingyu mountain range from me? Thinking of this possibility, Qilin's expression became even more serious. He did not expect that he would encounter such an opponent not long after he arrived. Looking at the other party's strength, it was definitely not bad. He would probably have to be careful. Big. Sir, look, I didn't lie to you, right? There really is an expert. Look. Can I go now? The tiger looked at the Qilin and said while trembling. He wondered if this lord would let him go back. Since it's like this, I'll say it's like this, you'll go first. Qilin waved at the tiger impatiently. Next, he had to squat down on that human properly. He could not let anything be an eyesore beside him. After the tiger heard Qilin's words, it instantly ran away without a trace. Who? He was scared to death. He was scared to death. Fortunately, he was lucky today and did not die even after encountering two such powerful experts. The tiger ran far away and only recovered after resting for a long time. Hiss! At this moment, a human voice came from the front. No way. It can't be that unlucky today, right? Could it be that he was going to meet another expert? The tiger felt some lingering fear as he felt those people approaching. No, I can't wait to die. I have to run. After saying that, before the group of people could react, once again, the tiger disappeared without a trace. Ha. Brotherly, I didn't expect us to be so powerful now. Yes. Tigers of that level would run away when they see us. What does that mean? It means that we already have that terrifying aura. He doesn't look like someone to be trifled with. This group of people was none other than those from the mercenary group. Ha, everyone be humble. No matter how strong we are, we have to find the medicinal herbs first. The man in the lead laughed as he looked at the people beside him. The few mortals behind them smiled obsequiously. They finally managed to follow the main group, but at first, these cultivators didn't intend to let them follow. They had prayed for a long time in exchange for such an opportunity. Sigh, if only we could be as powerful as those people. That's right. However, that brother Xiao is really pitiful. He said that he had experience and didn't follow cultivators. But in the end, he died so miserably. That's right. Fortunately, we didn't follow him at that time. Otherwise, we would have been fed to the wild beasts long ago. At the mention of Xiao Changtian, some of these people felt pity, while others felt disdain. On the other side, Xiao Changtian finally arrived at a place with rich spiritual energy. This place has beautiful mountains and clear waters, and the soil is so fertile. Perhaps we can find 2 medicinal herbs here. Xiao Changtian then began to carefully explore the area. Swoosh swoosh. At this moment, there was a sudden sound from the grass in front of them. It can't be another poisonous snake, right? Xiao Changtian didn't hesitate and carefully approached that place. Pa! However, just as Xiao Changtian was carefully trying to push the grass away, suddenly, a few small fruits were thrown at Xiao Changshan's face. D*MN. Fortunately, I reacted quickly. Otherwise, I would have been disfigured by these little things. The consciousness came over. Not right. After Xiao Changtian fierce looked like grass after. What seemed to be a small thing suddenly scuttled over. A sacred herb. He's become a spirit. By the time Xiao Changtian took a closer look, the little herb had already run far away. 1 million gold coins. I'm coming. Xiao Changtian could not be bothered anymore, and ran excitedly towards the herb. That was a walking million. Foolish human, how dare you dream of capturing me? Haha. The herb turned around, and saw Xiao Changtian running behind him. A cold smile appeared on his face. Hence, in an instant, the herb stopped in its tracks. Haha, 1 million. Let's see where you can run to. Xiao Changtian didn't expect that this small 1 million would stop by itself. Wasn't he clearly walking into a trap? Human, do you know who I am? The herb looked at Xiao Changtian with disdain. He was about to run. But when he turned around, he saw that it was a mortal. A mortal like him had no idea that he had spent so much effort to escape. Of course I know. Looking at the herbs on the ground, Xiao Changtian smiled. You are a million. You have such a noble status, I can't damage you. Unexpectedly, the medicinal herb of this sacred grade was actually refined. No wonder it was worth so many gold coins. It didn't look like it was easy to catch. However, this wasn't a problem for Xiao Changtian, because this was a living $1 million. A million? Ha, you're still laughing. Hearing this, herbal medicine understood that the mortal in front of him was an ignorant mortal. He looked at himself, not surprised at all. He could only say that the person in front of him was very ignorant. Human, I'll let you experience the power of my hidden red king. Herbs of this level were no longer as simple as herbs. They might be like those cultivators, practicing cultivation techniques and launching attacks. And this hidden red king believed that just the pressure of this attack was enough to make this mortal kneel in fear. However, all of this was not as Song Hong King had expected. Xiao Changtian didn't react when Song Hong King unleashed his power. This mortal looks interesting. Then taste my real attack. Chapter 1023. Checking the situation 1. Boom! In an instant, Song Hong King mobilized all the energy in his surroundings. An energy that could destroy a mountain flew towards Xiao Changtian. He's about to die, but he doesn't know how to dodge. Looks like this human is a fool. He saw that his energy was about to attack Xiao Changtian, who was motionless. A vicious smile appeared on the face of the hidden Red King. However, everything that came next was beyond the expectations of the hidden Red King. Because, just as its powerful attack was about to touch Xiao Changtian, it disappeared completely. It was as if nothing had happened. In Xiao Changshan's eyes, the herb in front of him was very strange. Why was he stunned on the spot after doing a strange action? Could it be that although this medicinal herb had already taken on a human form, it had no intelligence and was a retard? Impossible. How could my attack fail? Meanwhile, Song Hong King looked at Xiao Changtian in disbelief. How could a person like him withstand one of his attacks? No, try again. After saying that, the hidden Red King once again mobilized the surrounding spiritual energy. Boom! However, This attack was instantly dispersed by Xiao Changshan's step forward. No, I'm not. No way. Could it be that this human in front of him was a super big shot? Only now did the hidden Red King react. What kind of mortal was this man Qin? This was a F*King peerless expert. It was just that this peerless expert was pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger. It's over, it's over. Since I've been targeted by such an expert, it looks like I have no way out. Then, he could only close his eyes. 1 million, 1 million, I finally got it now. Although Xiao Changtian didn't know what this little herb was doing, he still grabbed him. The small herb in Xiao Changshan's hand immediately felt an endless power coming from his hand. Fortunately, I didn't resist just now. Sensing this pressure, Song Hong King was struck by Xiao Changtian's hand and stopped moving. Now that I've got 1 million, I'll go find the next million. At this moment, all the messengers sent by the demon race to Xiao Changshan's residence had gathered outside Star Town. Saintus 3, Saintus 2, Saintus 1. Use this invisibility potion later and go inside to check. At this moment, Saint 1 stood in front of them and said slowly, I'll take a look at the second Saint Xiao Changshan's residence. We'll meet you here later. Yes. Then they immediately began to move. The 3 holy maidens who were invisible entered the glorious Star Tower, without any surprise. Let's split up. There are too many floors here. Because they weren't sure where Xiao Changtian would be, they could save time by doing this. After a while, the holy maiden came to a door. There's a poisonous gas barrier on the door? Haha, maybe they're inside. However, do you really think that a poisonous gas can stop us? The holy maiden casually took out a bottle of potion and a drop. In an instant, the poisonous gas barrier disappeared without a trace. Seeing this, the holy maiden did not hesitate. After opening the door, she flashed inside. Gulp gulp. However, after entering, the holy maiden did not see anyone. A large pot was placed in the middle of the room, and it was still bubbling. Could it be that they are developing medicine to deal with us demons? The first saintess looked disdainful towards the pot. It was impossible for these people to develop a medicine to deal with the demons. Tsk. It's really disgusting to see such a big pot of food. After the holy maiden finished speaking, before she could turn around and leave, a voice suddenly came from the side. It's over. It was over. It was over. It was going to burn. It's going to burn. This voice belonged to none other than Elder Poison, who was currently developing a new poison. Before the holy maiden could react, Old Poison had already poured a basin of things towards his head. The saintess, who didn't have time to react, fell into the big pot along with those things. Why do I feel like I don't feel right? However, Old Poison didn't care so much. He watched as everything was poured in, and took out a long spoon to stir. The saintess who entered didn't even have time to shout. She only felt something blocking her throat. Before she could make a sound, her entire body began to be corroded by the liquid in the pot. In the next second, the holy maiden sacrificed herself heroically in this huge pot. However, Saintess 2 was not as reckless as Saintess 1. After entering the 3rd floor, Saint 2 carefully looked around. Pa! Just as the second saint was walking carefully, she suddenly heard a cracking sound coming from the house next to her. Could it be that these guys are doing some kind of experiment? The second saintess slowly walked to the door with curiosity. That was because the potion given by Saint 1 could not only make them invisible, but also hide their aura. Even the most powerful expert would not be able to detect their existence. Why is there no sound? Gotcha! At this moment, someone suddenly walked in and pushed open the door. The second saintess took advantage of this gap and flashed into the room. Big brother, you're finally here. In the room, Third Master was standing in front of the window happily. I heard that your strength has improved again. I didn't expect you to have such a great harvest in this place. Big brother, I didn't expect this either. Just by comprehending that plaque, I comprehended the power of the great Tao. Senior is indeed a senior. Third Master flattered Xiao Changtian happily. Oh right, big brother. I asked you to come over this time because I want you to see the sword technique of our Dark Void sect that I have evolved. After comprehending the power of the great Tao, Third Master's sword technique, had also risen by more than one level. Good. Then, third master began to dance with the saint-grade sword in his hand. This scene made the second saintess, who was standing in the corner, tremble. What kind of power was this? It was simply too terrifying. The second saintess, who was so frightened that she did not dare to move, could only squat in the corner and watch the scene silently. That was because third master's sword technique was too terrifying. Just by standing under a roof, Saintess 2 felt that her life was threatened. Ha ha ha, big brother! Watch my final strike straight to the dragon. Bang! In the last move, third master's sword rushed towards the second saint in the corner without hesitation. Chapter 1024, Green and Red Grass 1. Puff! The terrified second saintess didn't even have time to scream before she died under third master's sword. The third saintess was not as careful as the first two. The third saintess swaggered around the building like a patrolling security guard. At this moment, Saint 1 and Saint 2 were carefully groping their way to Xiao Changshan's courtyard. Be careful. I heard that there are many terrifying immortal beasts in their small courtyard. Immediately, two people carefully slipped in. However, they didn't find Xiao Changtian after walking around for a while. It seems that Lord Emoyen was right. That Xiao Changtian is probably discussing countermeasures in his glorious star tower. Let's retreat first. The two of them looked at each other and quickly flew toward the place where they had agreed to meet with the saintesses. At this moment, the third saintess was staring at the two people in front of her. The two people in front of him were Master Wanshou and the leader of the Scorching Sun sect. Starry Sky sect master. Didn't you just get to know Senior a little earlier than me? Is there a need to be so arrogant? The Scorching Sun sect's sect master almost felt jealous when he saw the sect master of the Starry Sky sect in front of him. Humph! Even if you met the Senior before me, it's impossible for the Senior to let a person like you have any great achievements. Taoist Wanshou glanced at him and said coldly, Tisk, isn't it just a divine emperor? If I follow Qian Bei, I'll become a divine emperor sooner or later. Ha ha ha, isn't it just a divine emperor? I said I'll let you see what the strength of a saint emperor is. Immediately after, a huge pressure erupted from Taoist Wanshou's body. Everyone present almost knelt on the ground because of this huge power. Bang! Suddenly, another huge impact rushed out in all directions. Saint 3, who was standing by the window, did not have time to react. He was sent flying out of the window by the huge impact. Although the third saintess was standing on the 18th floor this time, she reacted quickly when she rushed out of the window. However, before Saintess 3 could make her next move, the glorious star tower's plaque suddenly emitted a ray of light, shooting fiercely towards the third saintess. Just like that, the third saintess was devoured by the light and turned into a ball of black gas. Then, she was blown away by the wind. Saint 1 and Saint 2, who were waiting for the saintesses, were very anxious. Why haven't they come out after so many days? Could it be that they've all died inside? Saint 1 looked impatiently at Glorious Star Restaurant in the distance. The two of them had already been here for a few days, but they still did not see any saintesses. There was not even a single message. Sai, why don't we wait here for another 2 days? Second Sage was also extremely anxious. This was because before they left, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame had specially told them to come back together. If the two of them went back alone now, they would not be able to bear the blame of Lord Emoyen. At this moment in the demon race, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame was also anxious. Senior brother is about to come back. Why are they still there? Why was it so difficult to investigate the situation? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame walked in the hall with a serious expression. Emoyen, why are you so agitated? Wasn't it a good thing that they came back late? The demonic god Saintess comforted Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. A good thing? What good thing can there be? Emoyen, think about it. They came back late because Xiao Changtian had many plans. It would be wrong if they came back early. The demonic god Saintess smiled at Sacred Lord Demonic Flame. Ha ha ha. That's right. Why didn't I think of that? Xiao Changtian must have been too scared, so he had prepared many plans. Ha ha ha, Xiao Changtian. Let's see where you can run to this time. At that moment Xiao Changtian, who was far away in the Lingyu mountain range, was holding the Tsang Hong King tightly in his hand. Tell me quickly, where are the other medicinal herbs? Originally, Xiao Changtian was prepared to keep the hidden Red King and look for other herbs. However, on second thought, since this little medicinal herb had become a spirit, it meant that he knew a lot. Big. Lord, please don't kill me. I'll talk. Looking at Xiao Changshan's fierce look, the little herb shivered in fear. The green and red grass you mentioned is not far ahead. You can go and take a look first. I'm sorry, brother green red grass. This senior is too terrifying. I had no choice but to rat you out. Xiao Changtian nodded his head in satisfaction before continuing forward. The mercenary group came to the river, where a pile of black fish had died. Brotherly, come and see. When the group of people walked to the river and saw the black fish on the shore, they were so scared that their eyes almost popped out. Holy F***CK, a Saint King level dark fish, just what is it that is so powerful? That's right. This is simply too terrifying. Hiss, how strong must he be to reach this level? Everyone looked at the pile of black fish in amazement. Looks like we underestimated that person's strength from the start. It seems that we can't provoke the people who came this time. The leader Li looked around and narrowed his eyes. It seems that we have to be extremely careful on our next journey. They had been here for such a long time, but they had yet to find even a single stalk of medicinal herb. Now I have encountered a cultivator who is an enemy or a friend. This task is very difficult. On the other side, Qilin was following Xiao Changshan's trail. I want to see just who dares to snatch this territory from me. No matter how powerful you are, I won't let you off easily. Qilin looked at the disappearing figure in the distance and smiled. However, looking at the disappearing figure in the distance, Qilin felt that it was a little familiar. Where have I seen it before? Have you really seen it somewhere before? Then, Qilin shook his head. Forget it. Let's teach him a lesson first. Xiao Changtian quickly found the hiding place of the emerald red grass under the guidance of Tsang Hong King. It was in the small hole below. If it was fine, it would stay in that small hole and not come out. Hidden Red King said as he looked at the fist-sized hole in the ground. Alright, your mission is complete. Then, he threw Tsang Hong King into his own space. However, this hole is so small. How can I take out the green and red grass inside? Of course, the green and red grass inside could sense that there was someone standing in front of its door. Chapter 1025. Another $1,000,001. Ha, human, I want to see who you are. Right at this moment, Qilin stood not far behind Xiao Changtian, intending to see Xiao Changshan's face. There's someone behind us. Of course, Xiao Changtian heard that someone was talking, so he immediately turned around to look behind him. With this look, Qilin, who was originally prepared to make a move, was completely stunned on the spot. What? This wasn't it. Isn't this master? This gave Qilin a huge fright. Fortunately, I haven't made a move yet. Otherwise I would be in trouble. How could the Qilin know that the human that he had been searching for was actually his master? However, why is master here? Was it to observe my actions? He must be here to see how the effects were. Otherwise, the owner would not have come here. It seemed that I had to perform well next. After Qilin understood, he quickly slipped away. Since his master didn't look for him immediately after coming here, it meant that his master wanted to observe him secretly. When Xiao Changtian turned around, he didn't see anyone. Hiss, could it be that I'm getting old and hearing things? Xiao Changtian shook his head and turned around to look at the small hole in front of him. It seems that if I want to get the red-green grass, I can only do it myself. After that, Xiao Changtian slowly lay on the ground. A puny human dares to attack me? Do you really think I'm a weed on the roadside? Of course, the green grass in the cave also felt Xiao Changshan's movements outside. Then a cold smile appeared on his face. Little ant, when that human reaches his hand in, bite it off. Green-red grass said to the black shadow beside him. Understood. This small ant was actually a huge ant, and could be considered the guardian beast of the green-red grass. Although little ant looked very small in the cave, it was actually the size of a football. Moreover, his strength had already reached the level of a saint king. It was definitely enough to deal with such a small human. Even if it bit off the human's head, it would be nothing for little ant. At this moment, Xiao Changtian suddenly heard the Red King shout. "What's wrong? Why are you shouting?" "Big. Sir, be careful. Although this hole is small, there is something protecting the green and red grass inside. You have to be careful of your hands." The reason why the hidden Red King was shouting so loudly at this moment was because he was stunned in Xiao Changtian's space. Not only were there all kinds of sacred bones, but there were also all kinds of dried meat, wet meat and cured meat. Originally, the hidden Red King did not care about those things. However, it took a closer look. Oh my God! It was all Saint Ruler meat, and even Saint Emperor meat. Therefore, the strength of the person who captured him was much more terrifying than he had imagined. This was an existence that no one in the Lingyu mountain range could afford to offend. In his eyes, Xiao Changtian was as terrifying as a god. After he understood this point, Hidden Red King shouted like a lackey. Although the guardian beast of the green and red grass was not a threat to Xiao Changtian at all. However, his kind reminder might change Xiao Changshan's impression of him. No wonder Xiao Changtian didn't react at all when he saw what he did just now. It turned out that she did not put him in her eyes at all. Alright, got it. Xiao Changtian took it out and threw it back in. Hiss, then should I use my left hand or my right hand? However, Xiao Changtian, who was about to extend his hand, hesitated. There's something inside that wants to sting me. If my right hand is stung, I won't be able to wipe my butt. If my left hand is stung, I won't be able to dig my nose. I am so conflicted. Xiao Changtian looked at his hands helplessly. Forget it. Since both my hands can't be stung, I'll use my feet. In any case, his feet were as agile as his hands. Because Xiao Changtian was prepared to stomp that thing to death before grabbing the green and red grass. Coming, little ant, get ready. Then, before the two of them could react, they smelled an extremely unpleasant smell. F***ck. That human actually dared to come in wearing shoes that had dog poop on them. Little ant was about to make a move, but when he smelled the smell of dog poop, he almost fainted. Damn it! He actually plotted against her. Little ant held his breath. F***ck his mother. This unpleasant smell was like poisonous gas, constantly drilling into their nostrils. Let's go all out. Then the ant bit Xiao Changshan's soul. Ugh! Brother Redgrass, I'm sorry. I'm going to faint first. Who would have thought that little ant wanted to bite Xiao Changshan's ankle? However, at that critical moment, Xiao Changtian turned his foot and little ant bit the dog poop on the sole of his shoe. Little ant really couldn't accept this. Little ant! Little ant! Despicable human! How dare you use such a vicious move on us? The green-red grass did not expect that little ant would be defeated by that person just like that. I feel that he should be pitiful enough to be caught. Xiao Changtian reached his hand into the cave. He had clearly felt something biting his foot just now. Damned human, do you really think I'm a sick cat if the tiger doesn't show its might? Seeing Xiao Changtian so brazenly reaching his hand in, the green-red grass was instantly enraged. Immediately, the entire body of the green-red grass turned red. The pressure instantly filled the entire cave. Why is it so hot all of a sudden? We have to act quickly. Immediately, Xiao Changtian grabbed the green and red grass. How was this possible? How did he catch me so quickly? One had to know that his power could make everything that came into contact with him feel as if they had been scalded by boiling water. However, the hand in front of him was actually fine. What happened? That's impossible, right? However, before the green and red grass could react, Xiao Changtian grabbed him. Another 1 million. Looking at the red grass, Xiao Changtian was overjoyed. Then he threw it into his space. How? What was going on? What was going on? Hidden Red King, why are you here? The green and red grass did not even have time to react before it was thrown here. Calm down, calm down. We can only accept our fate if we are captured by such a powerful expert. Hidden Red King looked at it with a deep expression. As expected by the Crimson King, the green-red grass was caught. Chapter 1026. Teaching the Little Wolves a Lesson 1. In the Lingyu mountain range, the group of mercenaries had encountered a huge problem. At this moment, a huge ridge cloud wolf was standing in front of everyone. Because the Lingyu mountain range contained an extremely rich amount of spiritual energy, many of the wild beasts here had already reached the level of Saint Kings. Therefore, the mountain cloud wolf in front of everyone was no exception. Brotherly, what should we do now? Should we surround him? These people weren't actually afraid of this mountain cloud wolf in front of them. As long as they worked together, they could still deal with this wolf. Let's work together. He gave this ungrateful ridge cloud wolf a vicious blow. After saying that, these people directly attacked. The ridge cloud wolf was not willing to be outdone. However, very soon, the ridge cloud wolves were at a disadvantage. In addition, these mercenary groups had taken out their artifacts. Not long after, this ridge cloud wolf died tragically in their hands. Ha ha ha. Brotherly, I feel like we can do whatever we want in the Lingyu mountain range now. That's right. As long as we take action, what can't we deal with? These people were very excited after killing the ridge cloud wolf. However, before they could celebrate for long, they heard a rumbling sound in the distance. Is this what's going on? Could it be that he wanted something terrifying? The few mortals hiding behind these people looked around in horror. Aya, why are you panicking? With us here, those things are nothing to us. That's right. Why don't you take a look at our strength? Even if some terrifying things come, we can still deal with them. Aya, what are you two talking about with these mortals? What do they know? After hearing these people's words, disdain appeared on the faces of those cultivators. However, in the next second, their expressions suddenly changed drastically, because the rumbling sound was getting closer and closer. Immediately after, they saw sharp eyes around them. Bow. Surrounded. We are surrounded by the mountain cloud wolves. When they saw it clearly, these people were all so scared that their faces turned pale. If it was just a ridge cloud wolf, they could still deal with it if they joined forces. But now, they were surrounded by so many mountain cloud wolves. Moreover, every single mountain cloud wolf was stronger than Glory Sect. Looking around, there were at least 50 of them. F***CK. What should we do? Brotherly, what should we do now? This scene made everyone present turn pale with fright. You asked me. How would I know what to do? The leader was completely panicking now. This was no joke. These were more than 50 ridge cloud wolves. Help! I don't want to die here. Help! Help! The few mortals behind them were even more terrified. He did not expect that even if he followed these cultivators, he would still end up like this. Don't be afraid, I'll take care of these things. At this moment, a voice sounded in everyone's ears. Who is it? Who's talking? After hearing the voice, everyone was shocked again. Because they only heard this, they didn't see anyone beside them. Just as everyone was panicking, suddenly, a red voice gradually descended from the sky. I'm here. You people don't need to be afraid. The voice belonged to none other than Qilin, who had descended from the sky in his Wangzai suit. You. What are you? Looking at the Qilin in front of them, everyone retreated in surprise. Haha, don't worry, I'm here to save you. After Qilin landed on the ground, he tidied up his clothes and wiped his shoes. He smiled at everyone present. You, brotherly, this person seems to be here to cause trouble. That's right. He didn't look like a good person yesterday. Because Qilin had transformed into a human, everyone could not see his strength at all. What kind of judgment do you people have? I'm here to save you, but you don't believe me. Looking at these people's disdainful gazes, Qilin could not help but doubt his own charm. Could it be that my clothes can't take them down? No, brother, look around first. Those are all ridge cloud wolves. This was because he did not know if the other party was a friend or a foe, nor could he see the other party's strength. Therefore, the leader did not dare to openly confront the person in front of him. It's just a few small wolves. Aren't you guys too timid? Of course, Qilin knew that the surrounding people were all mountain cloud wolves. He did not know if his master would be watching him from somewhere, so he had to perform well. If not for this reason, even if he saw these people being surrounded, he would not have come to save them. Little wolf. Haha, brotherly, this person is simply too arrogant. That's right. Looking at him like this, he'll definitely be bitten by these wolves later. After Qilin finished speaking, these people sighed again. However, just as they finished speaking, a ridge cloud wolf rushed towards them. Not good. However, Qilin, who was standing on the spot, did not move. Little wolves are disobedient. Let's see how Big Brother will teach you a lesson. Qilin turned around and slapped the charging mountain cloud wolf. Bang! In an instant, the mountain cloud wolf that was hit flew back dozens of meters and smashed a huge pit. Everyone's jaws dropped in shock. However, this was not the end. When the surrounding ridge cloud wolves saw this scene, they all charged towards the Qilin. Bang! 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 Immediately after, the Qilin did not hold back at all, lashing out at these mountain cloud wolves. In a short while, half of the mountain cloud wolves had been whipped into pieces by the Qilin. This scene made everyone present speechless. The mountain cloud wolves also recognized the terror of the Qilin. These mountain cloud wolves slowly retreated. In a short while, the remaining half of the mountain cloud wolves had fled without a trace. This, are we dreaming? Is this really true? No way, this is simply too terrifying. After a long while, the people present finally reacted. Hey, I said it was just some small wolves. Why are you guys so excited? After Qilin finished dealing with the wolves, he tidied up his clothes again. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1027. Why didn't you take it out earlier? 1. How dare you? May I ask your name? Why did he save us? The man in the lead instantly reacted. The person in front of him was such a powerful expert. If he did not curry favor now, when would he do so? Don't worry about who I am. I just want to show my master my strength. However, Qilin shook his head at them. Master? You're already so powerful, but you still have a master. Qilin's words shocked everyone present. If he was so powerful alone, would his master be invincible? That's right. My master is the most powerful person in this world. Qilin smiled and did not pay much attention to these people. He turned around and prepared to go to the next mountain. Senior, can you let us follow you? Seeing that Qilin was about to leave, everyone present loudly urged him to stay. With such a powerful expert, would they still worry about dying in the Lingyu mountain range? Don't follow me. I'm very busy and have no time for you people. However, Qilin said disdainfully to them. Letting them to follow him was simply bringing along a large group of burdens. Don't. Senior, please wait a moment. The man in the lead quickly ran to Qilin. Senior, this is a gift for you. If you don't mind, please accept it. Then, everyone saw the man in the lead take out many artifacts from his interspatial ring. Among them, there was no lack of high-grade artifacts that made people envious. If you were in my master's house, I would throw all your trash like trash. Qilin was disdainful of the things the leader took out. Weren't they just some artifacts? Master had many small courtyards, and each one was better than the one he took out. Rubbish. He was really too terrifying. When the people present heard his words, they sucked in a cold breath again. Those things were what they dreamed of. No matter how many gold coins they spent, they might not be able to buy them. In the mouth of the person in front of him, they had actually become a pile of scrap metal. This, don't leave yet. The man in the lead shouted again when he saw that Qilin was about to leave without even looking at these things. You look, this is all I have. Why don't you pick one and accept it? The man gritted his teeth and poured out all the saint-grade cultivation techniques he had collected from his interspatial ring. Qilin, who was about to leave impatiently, glanced at him. He saw the gold coins mixed in with the pile of artifacts. Why didn't you say so earlier? When Qilin saw dollar, his eyes lit up. Ever since he started working with Pai Xiao, he understood the importance of gold coins. He had been out for a long time, but he did not have a single gold coin on him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have chosen this place. Phew. Seeing Qilin relent after seeing his own sacred technique, the man in the lead finally breathed a sigh of relief. Although that saint-grade cultivation technique was very precious to him. However, he could also tell that at this time, if there was this expert who could protect them, then, after obtaining the medicinal herbs, what he would obtain would be much better than this saint-grade cultivation technique. Alright, I'll take the things first. I'll follow you wherever you go. Qilin quickly picked up the gold coins and nodded at him with satisfaction. However, looking at Qilin's actions, everyone present was confused. Why didn't he take the saint-grade cultivation method, but the most worthless gold coin? What's wrong? Are you going to go back on your word? Let me tell you. I will take these gold coins, but I will not give them to you. Looking at their expressions, Qilin thought that he was going to take back his gold coins. No, I'm not. No, I'm just surprised. Expert, your scale is really too big. That person immediately reacted and said to him in admiration. To be able to give up a saint-grade cultivation technique, it could only mean that this person in front of him was an expert. Alright, cut the crap and leave quickly. Demon race in the main hall. Quickly set it up. Senior brother will come today. There can't be a single mistake here. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame instructed the servants to decorate the demon race's main hall. Demon God, why haven't those people returned? It had been so long since they had found him, and his senior brother was about to come. What was going on? Mo Yin, don't be anxious. I'll send someone to take a look. At this moment in the glorious Star Tower, Saint 1 and Saint 2, who were originally enemies with these people, were currently chatting and laughing in the glorious Star Restaurant. Not long ago, in order to find a few saintesses, the two of them disguised themselves as ordinary people and came here. Who knew that the saintess could not be found, but her cultivation had soared because she had eaten the dishes of the glorious Star Restaurant. This made the two of them, who had not broken through for a long time, extremely happy. Hence, the two of them decided to stay in glorious Star Restaurant for the time being. The beautiful name was to first raise his cultivation, and then properly search for a few saintesses. Saint 1, do you think Lord Demonic Flame will send someone to look for us? Sitting in the hall, Second Sage felt a little uneasy. We're doing serious business here. Even if Lord Mo Yin sent someone over, what's wrong with us doing official business? Saint 1 glanced at Saint 2 before turning back to look at Snake Girl, who was performing on stage. Dear guests, do you want some more tea? At this moment, a voluptuous and beautiful Snake Girl walked over, swaying her slender waist. Yes. Hee. The second sage, who had been a little worried, threw his worries aside when he saw the Snake Girl in front of him. Who cared if it was a demonic flame or not? They were here to do business. The people sent by the demon god Saintess soon arrived. The glorious Star Restaurant is in front. We'll go in together after disguising ourselves. Looking at the incomparably prosperous glorious Star Restaurant in front of them, the few saintesses who had come all had serious expressions. Remember, when we get inside, you must not attack. Because this glorious Star Tower was Xiao Changshan's base, it was said that there were many experts inside. If they acted rashly, they might be discovered. Yes, sir. After the remaining two nodded, the three of them slowly walked in. However, as soon as they entered the hall of the glorious Star Restaurant, they immediately saw Saint 1 and Saint 2, who were having fun with the Snake Girls. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 1028. Didn't he die a long time ago? 1. Damn Saint 1 and Saint 2. He was actually still playing with those women at this time. Moreover, they were in the enemy's territory. If Lord Mo Yin knew, he would definitely skin the two of them. That's right. He did not expect the two of them to be such people. When they saw this scene, the few holy maidens who came all gritted their teeth in hatred. Could it be that Saint 1 and Saint 2 have betrayed us? But that shouldn't be the case. Looking at the two people in the distance, the holy maiden asked rationally, After all, Saint 1 and Saint 2, the two most powerful subordinates of Lord Mo Yen, would not easily betray him. If they rashly made a conclusion like this, when Saint 1 and Saint 2 really returned, they would definitely not have it easy. Why don't we sit down and observe first? All right. Then, they quickly found a corner and sat down. Hiss, hurry up and try this dish. Why do I feel that there's something wrong with this dish? In order not to arouse the suspicion of others, the few of them even specially ordered a few dishes. What's wrong? You must be too nervous. After the saintess finished speaking, she picked up a mouthful of food and stuffed it into her mouth. However, as soon as he stuffed it into his mouth, his expression changed drastically. I broke through. I actually broke through after eating this dish. This is unbelievable. The saintess looked at the people around her in shock. What is it? How is this possible? How could he break through after eating this dish? The remaining saintesses all had looks of disbelief. However, after they tasted it, they were completely convinced. How could this be? The skill of this dish was actually so strong. That's right, this is simply unbelievable. It's hard to imagine that I haven't broken through after cultivating for so long. Today, I broke through because of a dish. The saintesses present were so shocked by the dish that they could not come back to their senses for a long time. Even though the person in charge of the Starry Sky Tower wasn't Xiao Changtian, but Uncle Limitless. However, Uncle Wujiang had received personal guidance from Xiao Changtian, although the dishes he cooked were not as powerful as Xiao Changshan's. However, it was still possible for them to break through. It seems that we have misunderstood the first and second saint this time. I was wondering why they were sitting here so peacefully. So that's why. Fortunately, we didn't act rashly just now. Otherwise, we would have been finished. After the saintesses reacted, they all heaved a sigh of relief. Since Saint 1 and Saint 2 weren't in a hurry to go back, they might as well increase their cultivation here. After all, their strength had increased. It was also a good thing for the demons. Meanwhile, in the Lingyu Mountains, Xiao Changtian looked at the 3 herbs in the space with satisfaction. Looks like we're still missing the last one. After finding the last one, well be done. In the past 2 days, with the help of Song Hong King, Xiao Changtian quickly found the 3rd herb. The last remaining stock was not in their area. Therefore, Xiao Changtian was following Song Hong King's directions and headed in the next direction. On the other side, the mercenaries were gloomy. We've been here for so long, but we haven't found a single herb. This doesn't seem right at all. One had to know that they had made ample preparations before coming here. Which herb's approximate location? They had already marked it clearly on the map. However, they had been searching for this place for so many days, but they had not found a single one. It's not that I want to say that you guys shouldn't waste your time here, but the herbs you're looking for, this place doesn't have a single one. Kylan looked at these people and shook his head helplessly. What is it? There was no one left in this place? Could it be that someone else had already taken over? After hearing Qilin's words, everyone's faces darkened. He did not expect that the place he had found with great difficulty would be robbed. Since this place doesn't have it, then we can only go to the next immortal treasure herb. Previously, they had been very clear that there were a total of 3 saint treasure herbs in this place. In the end, those 3 saint treasure herbs had already been dug up by others. As for the last one, he definitely couldn't let anyone else succeed. Then, these people walked into the distance in a mighty manner. Not long after, these people arrived at a very muddy place. How annoying. My handsome shoes are stained with mud. After sitting down, Qilin looked at the mud marks on his shoes, and his expression instantly became extremely gloomy. You guys go first. I'll go brush my shoes and catch up with you. After saying that, Qilin walked towards the river not far away. In that case, let's go first. Although those people were a little speechless, they did not dare to say anything. Then, these people walked into the dense forest in front of them. However, not long after they walked, they encountered a familiar figure. Hey look, isn't that the dead Brother Xiao? How is that possible? Wasn't Brother Xiao already swallowed by the python? How could he appear here? That's right, he's long dead. Don't scare us here. After hearing that person's words, Everyone's faces were filled with vigilance. Brotherly, look at who that person in front of us is. Why do I look like the mortals who followed us back then? Because Xiao Changshan's back was facing them, they couldn't see who was in front of them. How can a mortal walk to such a deep place in the Lingyu mountain range without the protection of others? The man in the lead narrowed his eyes and looked at Xiao Changtian in the distance. However, right at this moment, he suddenly saw the scarlet-red king in Xiao Changshan's hand. Let's hurry over. The herb is in his hands. The man who reacted said loudly to the people behind him. Immediately, these people surrounded Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian was focused on the cave in front of him and did not notice the people around him. Xiao. Brother Xiao. Really, it really is Brother Xiao. Ah, isn't this a haunted place? When those mortals saw Xiao Changtian, they all screamed in surprise. This movement completely startled Xiao Changtian, who was concentrating. Yo, I didn't expect you all to come. Xiao Changtian wasn't surprised, and even greeted them with a smile. You are the mortal who came with us. Seeing that it was really Xiao Changtian, the leader's face changed. Yes, that's right. I came with you guys back then. Xiao Changtian nodded. Chapter 1029, Escort 1. You have the hidden red king in your hands. That person didn't expect Xiao Changtian to admit it so quickly. Yeah, why? Xiao Changtian was wary of these people. Could it be that these people wanted to snatch the medicinal herb in his hand? I advise you to hand over that medicinal herb. As expected, the next second, the person said threateningly. What if I don't? Xiao Changtian sneered, not putting these people in his eyes. If you don't hand it over, then we won't be polite to you if you farm monsters. In their eyes, Xiao Changtian was just lucky to get the herbs. He was a mortal without any strength. He was not worthy of that medicinal herb at all. Brother Xiao, listen to my advice. Hurry up and hand over that medicinal herb. That's right. Brother Xiao, you're just a mortal. They're all cultivators. That's right, Brother Xiao. If you don't hand it over, you'll be the one suffering. Looking at Xiao Changtian, a few mortals standing behind these people tried to persuade him, although they were also very surprised that Xiao Changtian was not dead. However, Xiao Changtian would definitely not be able to withstand the threat of these cultivators. You don't have to worry about this. Even if I didn't follow them, wouldn't I still be alive and well? Xiao Changtian didn't want to bother with these people. Xiao Changtian asked the system to examine the cultivators in front of him. These cultivators were just bluffing. In fact, they did not have any strength at all. You brat. He was just a mortal, yet he was so bold. Brotherly, why don't we go up and snatch it? Seeing Xiao Changshan's disdainful look, the man standing next to the leader was enraged. A mortal dared to be so disrespectful to cultivators. Since he is so arrogant, you guys go and catch him. The man in the lead did not believe that a mortal could stir up any big waves. You damn things. Stop. However, before they could catch Xiao Changtian, Qilin's voice sounded behind them. Big. Sir, why are you so fast? However, we are here to capture this traitor of our mercenary group. The man in the lead was shocked by the voice. Then, she turned around and said respectfully to him. Traitor. Haha. You guys are really big. You even dare to capture my people. Xiao Changtian, who was standing in the distance, was dumbfounded. Who was this spirited young man in a Wangzai suit? She even said that she was his man, but she didn't know him at all. Could it be that he had also transmigrated? You can tell that in one too. Could it be that he had met someone from his hometown? Just as Xiao Changtian was puzzled, the other members of the mercenary group gasped. They had never thought that Xiao Changtian, a mere mortal, would actually be able to get close to such an expert. Looking at these people, Qilin became even angrier. These people were so blind that they targeted his master. He simply deserved to die. Big. Lord, please calm down. We really didn't expect him to be your man. Yes, sir. If we knew about this, we definitely wouldn't treat him like this. I beg you, sir, please spare us this time. However, these people reacted very quickly. That was because the Qilin in front of them was too powerful. They did not have the strength to refute him at all. Tisk. Qilin rolled his eyes at them and walked to Xiao Changshan's side. Looking at Xiao Changtian, Qilin could only smile foolishly. I wonder if Master will take a look at my performance just now. However, Xiao Changtian was speechless when he saw this. Why did he finally meet a fellow villager who looked like a retard? What's your name? Xiao Changtian looked at Qilin and asked helplessly. However, when he heard this, Qilin frowned. What did Master mean by this? Could it be that he didn't recognize me? That's impossible. How could Master not recognize me? Could it be that Master wants to play with those people in front of him? So he wants me to not cause trouble? Understood. Before Xiao Changtian could react, the Qilin was like a red bolt of lightning, instantly disappearing without a trace. What? This made him completely speechless. So that person was really a retard. Where did he steal those clothes from? Forget it. I don't care about this anymore. He should go back and redeem his rewards first. At this moment, Xiao Changtian had gathered all 4 herbs. Brotherly, what should we do now? Seeing Qilin run away without hesitation, the mercenaries were once again stunned. He did not expect that this kid was actually related to that expert. That meant that they couldn't touch him now. Don't make a move for now. He has the protection of that expert in the Lingyu mountain range. But if he goes out, it might not be the case. However, before that, we have to make him lower his guard against us. Then, the leader nodded to the person beside him. Ahaha, little brother, we misunderstood you just now. You must have worked hard. That's right. It was our bad attitude just now. Please don't take it to heart. Xiao Changtian ignored the change in attitude of these people, because he had already seen through what these people were thinking. Wasn't it because of that person just now? Haha, little brother. I wonder if you've collected all these herbs. The man in the lead smiled and walked to Xiao Changshan's side. Yes. Xiao Changtian nodded at him indifferently and walked back. Then you're really amazing. We haven't found a single one until now, but you've actually collected all of them. Don't worry. We will definitely escort you on your way back. The man in the lead knew that this mortal must have received help from the expert just now. In other words, they had been completely fooled by that expert. However, they did not know if that expert had gone far. Therefore, he could only act temporarily. Xiao Changtian ignored their enthusiasm. After all, no one was more important than his millions of gold coins. Because Xiao Changshan's strength was invincible, no demonic beasts came to seek death on the way back. And this point verified the thoughts of the other members of the mercenary group. That expert must be protecting Xiao Changtian in the dark. Chapter 1030, Gold Coin. Here I come one. Ha, look, they're all out now. Little brother, you can go and exchange for something first. They finally walked out of the Lingyu mountain range. The man in the lead looked at Xiao Changtian and smiled. Alright, thank you. Xiao Changtian thought that they would do something, but they didn't do anything. The others looked at Xiao Changshan's back and sneered. Quickly go around and see if that expert has left. This was because they had planned to leave the Lingyu mountain range, and that expert did not follow them to the Jade Nether Kingdom. Then, they would be prepared to attack Xiao Changtian in the Jade Nether Kingdom. In a short while these people had all finished searching. Brotherly, I saw that there's no one around. Yeah, that's right. I'm afraid that's the case. He's probably returned to the Lingyu mountain range. After hearing their answers, the leader smiled and nodded. Since that's the case, we'll follow the plan and make our move in the Jade Nether Kingdom. At this moment, Forefather Mingyao, Forefather Xinyu, and Forefather Yao Lin had just returned from Starry Town. The two of them were the first to go, but they did not see any Saint Emperors. In the end, even old Master Mingyao came. However, the sect master of the Starry Sky sect was not willing to receive them at all. After waiting there for so long, they could not wait any longer. He could only return dejectedly. Hey, Forefather Divine Feather, how is the sect master of the Divine Feather sect that you revived? Who knows? If it wasn't for the Divine Feather sect's sect master's kindness towards me, I wouldn't be so idle as to revive him. However, I heard that everything seems to be prepared, so we'll go take a look first. With that said, He headed in the direction of the mercenary group. "Sai, let's go home." This operation had been a complete failure, and they were not in the mood for it. At this moment, Xiao Changtian was happily walking to the entrance of the mercenary group's exchange room. "Ha ha ha. 4 million gold coins. I'm coming." Xiao Changtian happily walked in. "Stop, what are you doing here?" At this moment, the people in the room surrounded Xiao Changtian. "I was sent by the mercenary group to the Lingyu mountain range last time. I found the medicinal herbs, and came to exchange for them." Xiao Changtian looked at these people and felt strange. Why did it feel like these people wanted to deal with him? "You were sent last time?" "Hee, we didn't know when we sent a mortal." However, these people didn't show any mercy to Xiao Changtian, because just now they were bribed by the leader, so they couldn't let Xiao Changtian exchange here. "No, this is my number tag. Take a look for yourself. I even signed a contract." Xiao Changtian looked at these people and instantly understood. These people just didn't want him to exchange for it. "A contract? Our contract was changed a few days ago. Your contract is no longer valid. Also, we changed your brand the day before yesterday, so it's also invalid." These people looked at Xiao Changtian with a mocking expression. This mortal actually dared to go against the cultivators. He was simply asking for trouble, because the task that the leader gave them was to make Xiao Changtian hand over the herbs. Therefore, these people didn't plan to let Xiao Changtian go. "Hey, you people are simply too arrogant." Xiao Changtian didn't expect these people to be so confident. "How about this? If you can hand over those herbs now, we can give you 200,000 gold coins." After all, 200,000 gold coins was enough for ordinary mortals to spend their entire lives. 200,000? Are you sending off beggars? The original 4 million yuan had suddenly become 200,000 yuan. Who could accept this? If you don't want to hand it over, then don't blame us for being merciless. In any case, the person in front of him was just a mortal. Even if they killed him, no one would come to settle the score. "What are you all doing here?" At this moment, Patriarch Divine Feather's voice rang out from the door. As this mercenary group was under the Divine Feather sect, everyone present knew who Patriarch Divine Feather was. "Forefather Xinyu, why are you here? Please come in, please come in." All of them looked at Forefather Divine Feather with fawning expressions. "What's going on? Also, didn't you say that you found everything? Where is it?" As Patriarch Divine Feather was extremely frustrated, he didn't want to say anything to these people. Moreover, from the beginning to the end, the forefather of Divine Feather had never seen Xiao Changtian. Therefore, they didn't know that Xiao Changtian was the so-called terrifying senior. Ancestor, you don't know, but this mortal got the thing, and is actually unwilling to give it to us. We tried our best to persuade him, but he just wasn't willing." "That's right, Ancestor. This person is actually not satisfied with the price we offered. Why didn't you take it out?" Seeing that their ancestor had arrived, these people all started talking at once. Hearing these people's words, Xiao Changshan's eyes widened. How could these people lie so blatantly? There's actually such a thing. After listening to Xiao Changshan's words, Patriarch Divine Feather looked at him impatiently. "Brat, I am the ancestor of the Divine Feather sect. I advise you to be sensible. Otherwise, Patriarch Divine Feather, I know your sect. God loyal." When Xiao Changtian heard about the Divine Feather sect, he suddenly thought of Xinzhong. "However, your subordinates are all slandering me. I'm afraid it's not appropriate for you to slander me like this, without understanding the situation." "Haha, you know Xinzhong? You." However, Patriarch Divine Feather merely smiled at him in disdain. He knew very well that after Xinzhong left the Divine Feather sect, his strength had become extremely strong. And this mortal in front of him actually said that he knew Xinzhong. This was simply laughable. "I advise you not to look for trouble. If you don't hand it over, then don't blame me for bullying you." Looking at Xiao Changshan's unyielding expression, the forefather's face grew even more disdainful. "Bah! You old fart. Even if I throw away those herbs today, I won't give them to you." Xiao Changtian was enraged. He did not expect that after working so hard for so many days, it would all be for nothing in the end. Who could bear this? You overestimate yourself. As soon as Patriarch Divine Feather finished speaking, he sent a palm strike towards Xiao Changtian. Since this kid was so tactless, then the only thing left for him was death. However, just as Divine Feather's hand was about to touch Xiao Changtian grabbed it. Chapter 1031. What's the situation with Chapter 1035? Jade Nether Kingdom, within the mercenary group. The forefather of Divine Feather was not too surprised when Xiao Changtian grabbed his hand. He only narrowed his eyes at Xiao Changtian. He knew that if this mortal in front of him was really a mortal, he probably wouldn't dare to make such a fuss here. Therefore, he did not use much spiritual energy to extend this palm. However, just as he retracted his hand, the jade pendant on his waist suddenly trembled violently. When he sensed it, his expression changed abruptly. This was because this jade pendant was a messenger jade pendant. It would only make such a sound when it was the most urgent. This commotion meant that the Jade Nether Kingdom's king had something very urgent to discuss, and he wanted them to gather. I heard a while ago that a terrifying demon was coming. Could it be because of this? At this moment, the forefather didn't care about Xiao Changtian anymore. This was because the matters of the demons were much more important than his. Kid. You're lucky today. I have something very important to do. I'll let you off today. Your mercenary group is temporarily closed. I'm afraid something big is going to happen next. After Patriarch Divine Feather finished speaking, he instantly disappeared. Not too far away, the people who watched as forefather Divine Feather left had grim expressions on their faces. Brotherly, I'm afraid we've made a wasted trip this time. Our sect master wants us to return to the sect as soon as possible. Something big seems to have happened. That's right, Brotherly. Our sect master also asked us to return as soon as possible. The leader's face darkened even more when he heard that. At this moment, the man's jade cylinder suddenly emitted light. Damn it! I actually made a wasted trip this time. In the end, all of them dispersed. The one who was the most angry was not them, but Xiao Changtian. He did not expect that after spending so much effort, it would end up like this. Mother****. I can't take it anymore. Seeing that these people were about to leave, Xiao Changga grabbed the person who started the trouble. Listen up. If you don't take out 4 million, don't even think about leaving. Xiao Changga grabbed the man's collar angrily. You. That person did not expect Xiao Changga to go crazy at this time. Aren't you immortal? Why is he so strong? However, in the next second, that person was so frightened by Xiao Changtian that he was trembling. He could clearly feel that Xiao Changshan's terrifying strength was not immortal at all. He was probably an extremely powerful expert. Xiao Changshan's terrifying pressure made the surrounding people's legs go soft. Xiao Changtian had used the system to check that these people did not have any strength at all. They were definitely just using their power to bully others. That was why Xiao Changtian dared to act like this in front of them. You'd better cut the crap. Hurry up and bring over 4 million gold coins. Otherwise, none of you will leave this place alive today. Facing Xiao Changshan's threat, that person quickly compromised. All right, give it to him immediately. Give it to me immediately. Xiao Lu, go get the 4 million gold coins quick. Go as fast as you can. Although that person didn't know why a master like Xiao Changtian only wanted 4 million gold coins. However, he did not dare to disobey. Come. It's here this is 4 million gold coins, please take a look. After a while, that person took out 4 million gold coins. Xiao Changtian looked at the 4 million gold coins, and his anger finally subsided. These mercenary groups relied on the fact that they were from a large sect, so they bullied the weak and feared the strong. Looking at Xiao Changshan's satisfied back, these people finally couldn't stand it anymore and collapsed on the ground. Damn it, how is that immortal? He was obviously an expert who was hiding his strength. Forget it. Let's close the door quickly. Something big was going to happen next. Regarding Xiao Changshan's matter, they could only let it go. Xiao Changtian returned to Star Town with satisfaction. At this moment in the demon race, everyone in the demon race was looking at that person respectfully in the hall. Mo Yen, tell me what's the situation? The black-robed man above looked at everyone present with a terrifying pressure. Also, why hasn't the demon lord woken up yet? Senior brother, you should know that we encountered a person called Xiao Changtian on our way to resurrect the demon lord. Because of that Xiao Changtian, the demon lord almost couldn't wake up, and it took him 3 months to recover. As for us, I'm afraid we won't be able to last for more than 3 months. That's why we invited you back. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame looked at his senior brother and listed Xiao Changshan's crimes one by one. You trash, you can't even deal with Xiao Changtian. What did the demon lord raise you for? After his senior brother heard this, he looked at all the demons present with disdain. But, senior brother, you don't know. I estimate that Xiao Changshan's strength can reach the strength of your space. After all, he had sent so many experts over, but none of them were Xiao Changshan's match. Therefore, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame had reason to suspect that Xiao Changshan's strength had long surpassed Saint Emperor. Haha, Mo Yen, I hope you won't lie to me about this. How could there be someone so powerful on this continent? You're simply talking nonsense. His senior brother, on the other hand, had a look of disbelief. This was because the entire continent was suppressed. It was simply impossible to break through to Saint Emperor. And now, Mo Yen actually said that it had reached the strength of their space. It was simply nonsense. Senior brother, don't doubt it. Anyway, no matter how strong the people we send out are, no one can do anything to him. That's right. If you don't believe me, you can go and see the strength of that Xiao Changtian. They did not know how to explain this to their senior brother in front of them. According to common sense, this was very impossible. However, he had appeared just like that. I thought it was important for you to summon me back. It seems that this matter is not that urgent. However, since both of you are here, I will help you deal with Xiao Changtian. It just so happened that he could still wait here for the demon lord to wake up. Thank you, senior brother. Ha ha ha. Thank you, senior brother. Thank you, senior brother. Xiao Changtian was going to die. Oh right, demon god, why haven't the people you sent back yet? Chapter 1032. Time to go back 1. At this moment, a tense atmosphere enveloped the pavilion of heavenly secrets. How is it? Has Senior returned? The pavilion master of the pavilion of heavenly secrets had not slept for days and nights because of the matter with the demons. Pavilion master, Senior is almost at Stellar Town. Quickly go and ask what Senior's attitude is towards this matter. That person from the demon race has already arrived. If we continue to stand by and watch, I'm afraid things won't be good. Yes, sir. After the great elder of the prophecy pavilion finished speaking, he quickly disappeared from where he was. At this moment, the Glorious Star Tower was still filled with laughter. The people in the Glorious Star Tower did not seem to be affected by this incident. Aya, Senior is back, Senior is back. At this moment, Xiao Changtian slowly walked in. Senior, you're finally back. I've waited so long for you. The Scorching Sun sect master immediately went up to Xiao Changtian when he saw him. Seeing the Scorching Sun sect leader's reaction, Xiao Changtian revealed an expression of I knew it. The Scorching Sun sect master must have wanted to ask me for gold coins. But fortunately, I had earned enough this time. Ha ha ha, leader of Scorching Sun sect, here you go. This is what I promised you last time. Xiao Changtian took out 1 million gold coins without hesitation. With so many gold coins, it should be enough. Ah, Senior, what's going on? Did he really not know what he wanted? What's wrong? Is it not enough? Xiao Changtian felt helpless when he saw the sect leader of Scorching Sun sect's troubled expression. He had already taken out so much, but why was he still not satisfied? It's not that it's not enough. It's just that, Senior, actually, I also want an Ultraman. In the end, the Scorching Sun sect master couldn't help but speak his mind. He wondered if Senior would be angry if he said so presumptuously. However, he was already prepared for his senior to be angry. Ah! Xiao Changtian was dumbfounded. After a long time, the Scorching Sun sect master in front of him actually wanted that thing. What was going on? Was Ultraman's charm that great? Senior, if you're unwilling, Just pretend I never said anything. Seeing Xiao Changshan's reaction, the Scorching Sun sect master felt a little regretful. It seems that senior doesn't want to give it to me. No, I'm too embarrassed to take out that tattered thing. Xiao Changtian was a little helpless. Could Ultraman be as valuable as these gold coins? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the Scorching Sun sect master's eyes lit up. No wonder senior didn't give it to me. It turns out that there's something better waiting for me. What the sect leader of the Starry Sky sect got was nothing more than trash. When the senior gave him this thing, he would definitely be able to surpass the sect master of the Starry Sky sect. Wait a moment, it'll help you look for it. However, after searching for a long time, Xiao Changtian still could not find the last Ultraman. Why don't I give you this? Xiao Changtian couldn't find Ultraman anymore, so he took out a fire child and handed it to the Scorching Sun sect leader. Good. Thank you, senior. Thank you, senior. Looking at the fire child in his hand, the leader of the Scorching Sun sect immediately smiled. The thing in his hand looked much more awesome than the Ultraman of the sect master of the Starry Sky sect. Shortly after the leader of the Scorching Sun sect left, the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets ran over in a panic. Senior, you're finally back. After the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets saw Xiao Changtian, he didn't stay any longer and immediately asked, Senior, you weren't hurt because of this, right? According to the information from the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets, the main purpose of the demon race was to deal with Xiao Changtian. Looking at the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets, Xiao Changtian paused for a second and immediately understood. You mean those people? Those people are just trash. He probably went back to cultivate for a few hundred years. Xiao Changtian didn't know that the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets was talking about the demon race. He had thought that they were asking him about the 4 million yuan. After all, the secret pavilion was a major intelligence agency. He knew that his mission this time was not difficult. Then, was that really trash? But according to our understanding, that person has a huge background and is very powerful. Great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion, don't worry. Those are just rumors. What powerful strength and background. You're just scaring yourselves. How could Xiao Changtian not know that they were a Divine Feather sect mercenary group? Although the Divine Feather sect was the second largest sect in the Jade Nether Kingdom, it could not be considered the most powerful. Besides, those people were just bullying others. But senior, aren't you afraid that he will really come looking for you? Don't worry. Even if they come knocking on my door, I'm not afraid at all. In my eyes, they are just ants. Looking at the great elder of the Pavilion of Heavenly Secrets, Xiao Changshan's heart warmed. She didn't expect him to care about her so much. He was really a good person. However, since he was able to scare them into taking out gold coins this time, he was naturally not afraid that they would come looking for him. With your words, I can rest assured. The great elder of the Prophecy Pavilion nodded at Xiao Changtian and immediately went back to report to the pavilion master of the Prophecy Pavilion. At this moment, the few demon race people in the glorious Star Tower were still immersed in the joy of cultivation and were unwilling to leave. Yeah, we've been here for so long, it's time to go back, right? Saint One suddenly felt that they seemed to have forgotten something. Yeah, it's over. In the blink of an eye, more than half a month had passed. Perhaps Lord Demon Flame's senior brother had already arrived. Then let's not stay here anymore. Let's go back now. After Saint One and Saint Two reacted, they quickly packed their things and went back. The other holy maidens also reacted to this scene. Thus, these people all rushed over to the demon race's place one after another. At this moment in the demon race, the two of you actually came back. I went with you. Where are the others? Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's expression darkened as she looked at Saint One and Saint Two. Lord Mo Yin is wise. It's definitely not, because we want to stay in that place. It was because Xiao Changtian was too terrifying. That's right. If it weren't for the two of us being quick-witted, I'm afraid we would have ended up like those holy maidens. When they were having fun, they accidentally discovered the fragments of the saintesses. Therefore, they guessed that those saintesses must have been killed. However, they wouldn't tell anyone that they were having fun at Glorious Star Restaurant. Chapter 1033. Attacking the Jade Nether Kingdom, 1. Lord Demon God. Lord Demonic Flame. At this moment, the few saintesses behind him also returned. Well, actually, we can testify to the fact that Saint 1 and Saint 2 are here. If it wasn't for Xiao Changtian being so cunning, we would have come back long ago. On the way back, they realized that something was wrong. However, given the current situation, he could only quickly shirk the responsibility. Mo Yen, it seems that Xiao Changtian is panicking. After hearing these people's words, the demon god Saintess did not pursue the matter. Ha ha ha, that Xiao Changtian must be scared. Otherwise it would be impossible to detain these people. Hearing the Saintess warning, Demonic Flame Sacred Lord reacted. Ha ha ha, this is great news. Go and tell senior brother. Not long after, his senior brother found out about this matter. Ha ha ha, I knew it. What kind of powerful person can there be in this place? Aren't you just scaring yourselves? Ha ha ha, senior brother, your name is still useful. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame could almost see Xiao Changtian kneeling on the ground and begging for forgiveness. At this moment in the Glorious Star Tower, after the Scorching Sun Sect Master left, all the people of the Dark Void Sect came to Xiao Changtian. It's you. Why are you here? When he saw Bai Sujia, Xiao Changtian was stunned. Plop. Senior, it was my bad attitude towards you in the 10,000 Spirit Valley. Please forgive me. In the past few days in the Glorious Star Tower, the people of the Dark Void Sect had thoroughly felt Xiao Changshan's power. Because even the commonly used kitchen utensils in the Glorious Star Restaurant were top-notch artifacts. Moreover, it was said that those were just some useless junk that Xiao Changtian had casually given them. Oh my god, what are you doing? Hurry up and get up. I can't afford it. Xiao Changtian was startled by Bai Sujia. Why was this girl like this? Senior, she should apologize to you. It's all because I didn't discipline her well enough that she treated you so badly. At this moment, the sect master of the Dark Void Sect said respectfully to Xiao Changtian. Oh, so it's your daughter. But you don't have to be like this. You're too polite. After all, in Xiao Changshan's heart, Bai Sujia was considered a good person. She didn't expect that her father would come to apologize, just because this girl's attitude towards her wasn't very good. It seemed that there were still some cultivators with quality. Senior, why don't the few of us stay and help you take care of the things in your Glorious Star Restaurant? Because of the Scorching Sun Sect Master's words, these people did not take out the artifacts. After all, what Senior did not lack the most was these things. Don't worry, we'll help here. We don't need any pay. The other reason was to avoid our enemies. Looking at Xiao Changtian, the Dark Void Sect Master said sincerely. Originally, Xiao Changtian didn't want them to stay. However, when he heard that they didn't want to be paid, Xiao Changtian immediately changed his mind. Then, he heard that he still had to hide from his enemies. It seemed that this family was not doing well. Then you guys can stay for now. Xiao Changtian smiled at these people and walked towards the courtyard. Since the debt had been paid off, he could rest for a few days. Now that he had found half of the spirit tree seeds, the remaining half should not be difficult to find. He would just relax for a few days. At this moment in the Jade Nether Kingdom, the white tiger stood beside the Jade Nether Kingdom's king. Everyone this time, the arrival of that great figure from the demon race is very likely to make a move against our Jade Nether Kingdom. The Jade Nether Kingdom's king stood there with a solemn expression. Therefore, I gathered everyone here to inform everyone to be on guard. But you don't have to worry too much about this because I've already invited Mr. White. Looking at the white tiger beside him, the Jade Nether Kingdom's king was relieved and nodded. But ruler, this Mr. White doesn't seem very strong. That's right. Could it be that we still have to rely on him to speak for the Jade Nether Kingdom? Faced with the white tiger beside the Jade Nether Kingdom's king, these people voiced their doubts. He wondered where the king had found such a person. You may not know that his master is a senior. In the face of these people's doubts, The Jade Nether Kingdom's king shut their mouths with a single sentence. What? His master was actually that senior. That senior? Hiss. After hearing this, the expressions of those who had looked down on him earlier all changed. No one had expected him to have such an identity. There's no need to be too surprised. Even if that demon comes, this Mr. Bai will settle it for us. However, Mr. White had his conditions. That is, you must let Mr. White meet the guardian beasts of your sections. And White Tiger, in order to make a name for himself, also very distressed. However, he did not expect his master's name to be so useful. Therefore, he was prepared to stay here for a while longer and conquer all the divine beasts in these sections. Then he went to the next place. What is it? Meet our sex guardian beast? This was because the guardian divine beasts of each sect could be considered a sex private matter. If he can really protect us, well, let him see us. In the end, the sect leader of an unknown sect said loudly, "Cough, don't worry about this matter. It's just a mere MO clan. I usually don't even take it seriously." As for that demon, the White Tiger did not take it to heart at all. He knew that the demon came from that space. However, even if he came from there, the White Tiger could deal with him with ease. This person is too exaggerated. That's right. How is that possible? However, since the ruler trusts him so much, we can only trust him for the time being. Most of the people present still did not believe White Tiger's appearance. However, this person was that senior's man after all, so they did not dare to show too much. At this moment within the demon race, Sacred Lord Demonic Flame's senior brother, Emojin, was discussing something. That Xiao Changtian is just a piece of trash. Looking at the Demonic Flame Sacred Lord and the Demonic God Saintess, Emojin made his plans. With our current situation, let's just take down the Jade Nether Kingdom first. The two of you don't have to worry about it. Ha ha ha. Then well, congratulate senior brother for winning the first battle. Sacred Lord Demonic Flame and the others were 100% assured about the Devil Seal. Just wait and see. Chapter 1034, Go to Hell 1. Within the demon race, Emojin looked at Sacred Lord Demonic Flame and laughed. Hurry up and inform the Jade Nether Kingdom that it'll be there soon. If their king kneels down to welcome me, I will try to be lenient with them. Yes, sir. At this moment, in order to save time, the White Tiger was following the effulgent ancestor to the effulgent sex guardian divine beast. Ha ha ha, Mr. White, I wonder how senior has been recently? Forefather Effulgent asked as he walked beside the White Tiger. Master has been doing well as usual these few days. Does that mean that you've been with senior all this time, Mr. White? When he heard this, Patriarch Effulgent's eyes darted around. Since this Mr. White has always been with senior, it means that he has a close relationship with senior. This was a big shot. He had to rope him in properly. My master is used to keeping a low profile. When there's nothing to do, don't ask me about him. How could the White Tiger not know what this old man was up to? However, a low-key person like Master didn't like these people looking for him for no reason. It was better for him to talk less nonsense with him. At this moment, Lord Yaoming had just received news from the demon race, and had yet to summon the White Tiger. The demons had already come to find him. The message had already been sent out, and now that I'm here, there's actually no sign of welcome at all. Standing outside the Jade Nether Kingdom, Emojin's face was filled with disdain. Since their country is so unyielding, I want to see what kind of strength these people have. With that, Emojin stepped inside. Not long after, the Devil Seal appeared in front of the Jade Nether Kingdom's king. The Jade Nether Kingdom's king. I presume you must be the Jade Nether Kingdom's king. This gave the Jade Nether Kingdom's king a fright. The demon in front of him had actually appeared in front of him without any warning. One had to know that the defenses of the Jade Nether Kingdom's imperial palace could be considered the most powerful in the entire continent. If someone barged in without permission, they would definitely be blasted into a pile of dregs. And now, this person's strength was already so strong that he could arrive in front of him silently. You're that big shot from the demon race. Looking at the Devil Seal in front of him, The Jade Nether Kingdom's king felt a little panicked. Hehe. I came here today to tell you that if you take the initiative to give up the Jade Nether Kingdom, I can spare your lives. However, if you want to defend it, then I won't be polite. This was because Emojin was confident that he alone could wipe out everyone in this country. No matter how many experts there were in this country, they would not be able to withstand a light blow from the magic seal. Hehe, you want us to surrender? You must be dreaming. Let me tell you, our Jade Nether Kingdom has found a helper. Mr. White isn't afraid of you at all. Faced with the threat of this person before him, the Jade Nether Kingdom's king had a face that would rather die than submit. Since Mr. White had said it, he had to trust Mr. White. Not afraid of me at all. Hehe, you're joking with me here. After hearing the Jade Nether Kingdom's words, Emojin could not help but laugh out loud. There was actually someone on this continent who said that they were not afraid of him. It was simply ridiculous. Then let me see who is not afraid of me. After Emojin finished speaking, he grabbed the Jade Nether Kingdom's king by the neck. I'll deal with you first. I'll deal with the rest one by one. When he finished speaking, the Jade Nether Kingdom's king immediately breathed his last. Fortunately, at the last moment, the Jade Nether Kingdom's king crushed the jade tube hidden in his sleeve. You actually killed our country's ruler. Immediately, many people immediately blocked the entire hall. You bastard. He actually killed our country's ruler. We're going to be irreconcilable with you. He looked at the Jade Nether Kingdom's king lying on the ground without any signs of life. Everyone present was incomparably furious. Yo, I was going to look for you guys, but I didn't expect you to come by yourself. However, this is exactly what I want. Today, none of you who came can think of leaving. Humph. You're simply daydreaming. I don't think you can leave today. That's right. Let me tell you, this time the king invited Mr. White. Mr. White, dealing with you is child's play. Faced with the threat of the devil's seal, none of the people present panicked. Because before this, the Jade Nether Kingdom's king had already mentally prepared them. Ha ha ha. Then you can ask Mr. White to come now. I want to see just how capable he is. He had just killed the Jade Nether Kingdom's king, and the Mr. White they were talking about had yet to arrive. What did this mean? It meant that Mr. White was just a liar, trying to trick these cultivators who didn't know anything. Yes, that's right. Where is Mr. White now? Could it be that our country's ruler has really encountered a swindler? Devil Seal's words stunned many people present. That's right. Now that their king was dead, Mr. White was nowhere to be seen. Ha ha ha, ignorant cultivators, you will pay the price for your ignorance. After Emojin finished speaking, a huge hand reached out to the top of everyone's heads. In an instant, these people felt an invisible pressure descend on their heads. Bang! I only saw that in an instant. All these people all knelt down because of that huge pressure. Damn it, our king must have been played by that Mr. White. We're done for. I feel like I don't even have the strength to resist. You demon. Even if we become ghosts, we won't let you off. The people kneeling on the ground were all in despair. You talk too much. Go to hell. Bang. However, right at this moment, a beam of light fiercely struck Emojin's hand. The huge hand that the Devil's Seal was about to press down on was pulled back fiercely because of this attack. TSK. A puny little Emo actually dares to spout nonsense in a place under my protection. You're simply overestimating yourself. At this moment, the white tiger slowly walked over from afar. Mr. White. It was Mr. White. Mr. White didn't run away. Seeing the white tiger slowly walking over, everyone's faces once again showed surprise. She had thought that he was a scammer, but she did not expect him to really come. Hehe. You must be the Mr. White they were talking about. Looking at the white tiger, Emojin's eyes narrowed. The attack just now was only because he was not paying attention and was hit by him. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for for being a part of this adventure.